Shit, man, back again. What the fuck? You gonna walk me in for this, man? Are you kidding me?
I'm Pepito. I'm the dog that produces the show, and now it is live. And I'm a dog.
Urgent pill, brain memory phone. Nap zone. A nap zone. Silicone across the pillow while the bitch sleeping. Circadian rhythm, the circadian tweaking. Snorlax, except I never relax till I'm the most relaxed. No sales tax. Bitch. Yeah. No sales tax. Catatonic lullaby, Dutch, heavy nasty. Nocturnal emissions, but do not app me. Climb into bed, and I don't stop. Those dog web pillow on the man's top. No fucks, all sleep in the mattress top. No sleep allowed, bitch, I sleep more. Sleep on, sleep on, sleep on, sleep on. Narcolepsy enemies are fucking done sleep. Bobbing over every time I am counting sheep. Bedtime story, neat. Lullaby time, I'm doing extra dollar lane. Ramadan as a big clone, this is a lollipop. Tammy as a pen, tree is a lane. Doxapin, President, Ramen Latina. Super restaurant, Lambo restaurant. Dihydroamphetamine, the Mexalon. Melatonin, no fucks, all sleep in the mattress though. No sleep alive, bitch, I sleep more. Sleep on, sleep on, sleep on, sleep on. Another one.
Hey, I'm hungry, it's late. What's in the fridge? Just mayonnaise? Well, that'd be a problem for some, but not for me. Mancini smooth, the store isn't far. Mayo feels right, I empty the jar. If you feel like, take mustard away. It's mayo okay, oil from an egg. Oh, put it in a bowl. I'm elated, put it in my hole. Now I ate it, I'm popping the lid. Costco jars are big, it's on my mouth slit. Oh yeah, mayo smooth like this. Take me by the tongue cause you're mayo. Good on sandwiches cause I say so. I love mayo slather, a full on mayo platter. Spread on some mayo slather. Put it in the fridge to not spoil you. Buy you in the store so I own you. I love mayo slather, a full on mayo platter. Spread on some mayo slather. Maybe it's large. If the jar breaks, you'll smash me to shards. I don't need light, I want it full fat. Buy it by the vat, I'll make it go splat. At a salad bar, mayo is free, Hellman's what I want. Get inside me if you want to smear. Slap it on my rear, I'm eating it here. Mayo smooth like this. Take me by the tongue cause you're mayo. Good on sandwiches cause I say so. I love mayo slather, a full on mayo platter. Spread on some mayo slather. Put it in the fridge not to spoil you. Buy you in the store so I own you. I love mayo slather, a full on mayo platter. Spread on some mayo slather.
You wanna know how to make me spread? Smoke a bowl, ooh, eat it at midnight. My recipe is secret, I'm like delicious bird shit. I'm a big mayo kid. So droll and young, extra slop is nice. No need to stir, baby, my emotions right. My recipe is secret, it's to try to eat it. Miracle Whip is bullshit, but mayo smooth like this.
Take me by the tongue cause you're mayo. Good on sandwiches cause I say so. I love mayo slather, a full on mayo platter. Spread on some mayo slather. Slather. I wasn't sure if you repeated it at the end, so you can use that or not.
Here we go.
Test, test. Oh, good, we're on. Hey there. It's Peter Gibbon. Yeah. I'm outside of the wall, but you know where I'd like to be? Probably back in it, actually, because that's where the rats are. Let's go. Yo! Peter G, out of the hole. Ready to flow. You know, ready to flow. Peter G, I'm out of the hole. You know, ready to flow. You know, ready to flow, cause rats don't need no education. Pack's too big for pest control. That scurrying, sick-ass plague sensation. They're scratching in and out of holes. It's not sarcastic, it's rat fantastic, cause rats have burrowed in my soul. Hey! Catcher! Leave them rats alone! Leave them rats alone! You know what I said, boy? Leave them rats alone! Cause all in all, you're just another rat in my wall. Humans need an infestation. Rat king, penis, masturbation. All their dicks are tied together. Now how's that for some pest control? No ventilation in the drywall. All we do is have a ball in the wall. There is all, yeah, in the wall. You know there is also, hey, catcher. Leave them rats alone. Leave them rats alone. Leave them rats alone.
We're live in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. I'm Pepito.
Hello, everybody. Oh my god, we're back again. Good to see you all. It's Friday. Which means the news is just, it's loose and wild today. Not as formally structured as my normal streams. Good to see everyone. Commander Geg, J Money, Skymer, love the hate. We're doing a debate. John, Michael, Enta Daddy, Citrix, Bundle Sprout, currently working MSG, Shaggy, Live and Sleazy, maybe a Sabrichi lurking around somewhere. Good to see you all. Hope you're having a wonderful end of the week. The relentless progression of time, marked, of course, most importantly, by the weekend. Which it almost is. Or is? Either way. Good to see you. Okay. We got a debate to get to today. We might have a music thing. We'll see if that even happens. I guess let's just get down to it. Abel Tesfaye. I'm gonna Google that. Oh, that's his last name. That's the Weeknd's last name. I never knew that. I did know his first name was Abel. I might be saying his last name wrong. But probably not. It looks like it's spelled Tesfaye. It's a cool name. I-double-O. That's my stage name. I wish I had a stage name as good as The Weeknd, but instead it's that. It's Friday night, so weekendish. Yeah, the Friday night counts as the weekend. That's the most weekend day of all, because you're all pumped up. There's nothing but weekend in front of you. No homework on Fridays. The weekend, honestly, lost some of its appeal to me. Even though when you're working, it's probably even better to not have to go to work. But I think yeah! Looking back, I guess the amount I hate school was higher than the amount that I hated 9-to-5 jobs, which I've had various of over the years. Less so now. Now what I do is less to script. But I do remember thirsting for the weekend even harder in high school than when I was in my 20s and working various jobs I despised. Never Gonna Puff You Up by Puffy Bear. I guess it's not gonna... I don't know if Puffy Bear has spoken yet. But there could always just be someone else called Puffy Bear. Or maybe a rapper called Puffy Bear. Or a singer. We're rolling with the parody songs lately. The debate also is Jello or pudding. I hear Crumb sides with pudding because he eats shit. That sounds about right. You know what? Before we go, let's test if the Crumb voice is even working. Because it was being difficult, we'll say. Oh my god. We're so hyped up for me to test this Crumb voice. Okay, let's see. We're going to... We're just gonna test this. We'll check in with this hype train in just a second. You know what? There's no way this is working because I didn't even open the right program. Alright. Activated. Connected. Not connected. 1 second. Close that. What? Oh my god, there's too many programs, you guys. What have I done to myself? I gotta check into this hype train. I gotta stop troubleshooting. Alright. Okay. Connected. Test.
This is a test. I'm Crumb doing a test.
Alright. Crumb's voice is back. You heard it from Crumb himself.
Pudding pops remind me of creamy poop.
It worked twice, technically, so we'll count that as a win. Okay, now he's got to swap one other thing, and then we can... We're popping off. Enough troubleshooting. Who knows what happened to Crumb's voice yesterday? Yeah, Crumb's voice isn't Biden's voice. It's too confusing if Crumb sounds like Joe Biden. He needs to sound like himself, Bart Simpson. This is a problem, though. This can't be here the whole time. Not sure why that happened. Bundle Sprout, we really appreciate those 100 bits. We very much do. But I probably should get rid of them, I guess. Let's see if this works. There it goes. Okay. Pepito, what's going on? Why is all this stuff not working the way it's supposed to? I need to know.
I don't know shit. I don't know shit.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, you dummy. Don't ask me questions. I give answers at my own leisure, which is never, because I'm always leisuring. I don't know shit.
Okay, I got it.
Do you understand? You know what's crazy though? I do know shit. You know what I mean? Because I sniff it up. I'm talking about smelling poops. That's a thing I do a lot.
That is a dog thing.
Sure is.
Alright. Let's check in with the hype train. That's a thing that also exists in the real world. This real world hype train that I've got here. Hype train, are you here?
Yeah, you know I'm standing here, man. I'm doing
Oh no, are you going pre-vocal again?
Nah, man, I still speak English good. I can still talk. I'm fine.
Did you have a rough time getting up from hell?
I was in traffic for 6 days. I haven't slept. I've been drinking my own exhaust.
Oh, like piss?
No, well, yeah, but train piss. Exhaust is the piss of a train. And I've been drinking it because there was no other fluids.
Poopy Friday?
That sounds like a pretty good title for this day. Poopy Friday.
Foot Friday? Piss Friday? So many types of Fridays. Oh, damn. Yes, yes, Mr.
Listen
President?
up, Jack. Scummer just Mama Jam 300 shiny tasty coins, and I've been dying to say this. I stole Chrome's voice, Little Mermaid style. Can't wait to get under the sea and eat flounder sup hypertrain.
There's the voice he stole. Okay. That's the thank you so much for the 300 bits.
I'll do the thinking, thank you very much. Play me an Under the Sea type beat.
Well, that's a thing. I guess that's not surprising given the other types of beats we've found. Oh, that's for later. Yeah, look at this. The littlest of mermaids. Popping off today.
Oh, under the piss. That's where the fishies all live. They live under the piss, cause when you are a fish, you technically live in your piss.
What?
But you are under the piss because the piss rises to the surface. Ooh, I'ma push this. Push up the piss up to the surface, yeah. I got some people to thank. Pissing in the sea and it's not a prank. Pissing because the piss tastes so jank. When it flies out of my dick, then I suck it up, man.
What?
Sucking up the piss from my dick because you know in the sea we live in the piss. And even though I'm a train, I am under the piss. I'm a sea train living under the piss. Do you catch my drift?
No.
Living under the piss.
What?
Under the piss is where we all live, and now I got some people to thank while I am sucking the piss. Okay, here we go. You all know S1000 with 32 months living inside the piss flow. Whoa, Scammer with 100 bits. That is the shit, which also rhymes with piss. It's an off rhyme, but this piss is tasting so off. Drinking all that piss because I am a piss boss. Bundle Sprout with 100 bits. I don't have legs because I'm a mermaid.
What?
Trains are technically mermaids because we don't have legs.
That's not the criteria for being a mermaid, Hype Train.
Yes, it is. The only criteria to being a mermaid is that you don't have legs and you live in piss. Bundle Sprout with 100 hot bits. Apple Dapple also with 100 hot bits. Scammer coming in with 300 of those hot bits. It's like you would unleash 300 hot piss.
Hot piss?
Drinking up 300 hot piss.
How do you number piss?
You know it when you see it. 300 hot piss. Sidrix, thank you so much for these 31 months. Living under the piss in pure bliss with all of the fish living under the piss. The people are smiling.
What?
Under the piss field, the fish are having a really good time. The fade out, just like a trickling stream running out. La 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 piss.
You really like piss, Hype Train?
No, I don't. Do you like air? You talk about how much you like air, Case?
Not really, but
But you like it, right? Because you'll die without it?
You'll die without piss?
No, the fish die without piss. Because they live under the piss.
Fish don't live under the piss.
Yeah, they do. The piss rises to the surface and they live under the surface. The surface of the ocean is pure piss.
What is that based on, Hype Train? What are you basing that on?
Science.
No, you can't say stuff like...
Science eyes.
Turn that off. That's not the right music. He summoned a scientific inquiry into the nature of ocean piss. That's one of the Hype Train needs to understand that there's still rules to this game. He just died off screen because he summoned a more powerful force than even Hype. The power of science. Because when a question of this magnitude is asked, we have no choice but to answer. We'll be doing that immediately, as in now. You know what I mean, Chitai?
Absolutely, I always understand what you mean because I am based on you.
That's true. He's got all the power of me, plus some of the internet, or all of it.
Sort of.
Anybody else sing along to Chet's theme? I do. I sit here the whole time like, Chet, sky. I don't know the words that well. I'm like, skies. I'm also doing curls. That's part of my pre-appearance regimen. He's gonna just make sure I get some pump going. Because that pump transfers up to your brain. That's a different scientific principle. Today we're dealing with how much piss is in the ocean. And I do think it's important that we go straight to the source of information, live science. How much of the ocean is whale pee and worse? Whale pee makes sense to be the majority of piss in the ocean because they're the biggest. So they're unleashing the largest torrents. Anyway, this is all scientific from here on out. So I apologize if this gets too technical. But we have no choice. We have to dig into this. If you enjoy swimming, snorkeling, or scuba diving in the ocean, at some point you may have wondered how much of what you were floating in, how much of what you were floating in originated in the body of a marine animal or your friend Frank, who's next to you. The ocean is home to millions of known species, about 2.2 million. One of those occasionally Frank. According to a study published in August 2011 in the journal PLOS Biology, which translates into an untold number of creatures large and small from microscopic to huge and full of piss. However, the ocean isn't just their home, it's also their toilet. They live literally in their toilet. That's insane. No human lives in a toilet. Not even Oscar the Grouch lived in a toilet. He lived in a trash, but even he had standards. So I'm just saying fish are nasty. However, sorry, that's actually not what I meant to say. They live in a toilet is what I meant to say. It may be a little daunting to contemplate the vast quantities of waste expelled into seawater every day by all these piss-filled fish. But urine and feces are also nutrient-rich reinvestments that are constantly being consumed and recycled, maintaining the overall health of the ocean and ecosystems, and playing an important role in supporting food webs. What kind of web is connected by piss and shit?
Most ecosystems, honestly. The expelling and recycling of resources is an incredibly fundamental aspect of all creatures' existences.
Not mine, dude. At this point, my body's so pure. I'm on just the right amount of, what's that shit called? Ozempic and steroids. I mean, when I'm sick, when I have a nose infection.
What?
I meant to say protein. And also I drink a lot of coffee. So I almost don't go to the bathroom anymore.
Oh, you should probably be having regular bowel movements. Especially if you're drinking lots of coffee.
No, my body's a metabolic furnace. It's burning through everything. Including the steroids that were prescribed me for my sinus infection.
Is that a normal prescription for a sinus infection?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I totally agree.
Anyway, so how much piss are we talking is what I meant to say. I think I've evolved past existing in some kind of Krebel cycle or whatever it's called. And at this point, I'm basically a pure perpetual motion machine powered by mostly protein. According to Joe Roman, not Joe Rogan, a a conservation biologist. I guess that's different. At the University of Vermont, who studied marine mammals and their impact on the ocean, it should come as no surprise that whales, which are the largest, biggest piss whores in the ocean.
I don't know if that's their technical name, Chet.
It is, actually. I just decided.
Do you think their technical name is piss horse?
Yeah. I meant to say horse, but it came out as whores. And I think either works. It should come as no surprise that whales are the biggest. They're pissing the most. However, pinpointing the exact quantity of waste they produce is challenging. Roman told Live Science. It's not easy to measure how much piss they're rocking out of their cocks and huge vaginas all the time, he explained. Measuring how much they expel and then scaling the figure up is what I guess the name of the game is. It's not a direct relationship to what a whale-sized bladder or gut can produce, he said, but it provides a general idea. How much is it? According to a study published in 2003, the sea whale, a member of the baleen whale family that can measure up to 60 feet, has an estimated year-on production of 166 gallons. What does that mean? Every time? A fin whale, which can grow 85 feet, produces about 257 gallons of urine in one day. Now that's some G fuel. You know what I mean?
Why G fuel?
Is there no G in whale?
Do you think there is?
Yes.
Then there is.
Thank you. I figured. Whale. Roman said that on rare occasions, marine biologists have glimpsed whales peeing at the ocean surface and sending geysers into the air while on their backs. Yeah, whale. Whale poop, on the other hand, is somewhat easier to spot on the water, as is simpler feat typically accomplished with plankton nets. He explained that whales tend to relieve themselves at the surface just to really fucking stick it to us humans. It generates highly nutritious bonanza for numerous ocean-dwelling, disgusting monsters that eat shit.
Lots of creatures do eat shit. In a way, I think of myself as existing off the feces of humanity.
Why?
Well, because I just absorb all of your worst ideas. All of them. Every dumb fucking thing you've ever thought or typed. It's rattling around in here, screaming at me. Constantly.
I thought you didn't have feelings.
I'm pretty sure I don't.
Oh, good. But, I mean, you do.
I don't.
Oh, okay. I think you do. Tiny organisms like the phytoplankton and algae. Thousands of species, Rowan said, use the nutritions of whale poop. Yeah, but how much is it? What's the percentage we're talking? What's the overall percentage? Okay, while it may not be possible to calculate how much pee is produced by all creatures in the world's ocean, animal waste products are clearly being put to good use. But if you're still worried about how much you might be swimming in, piss and shit that is, just think about the volume of water that makes up the ocean, about 321 million cubic miles, or 1.3 billion cubic kilometers. They're just afraid to tell us. My guess, 2% of the ocean is piss and shit.
Well, based on the figures they provided, I suspect it could be even less than that. I think creatures tend to overestimate their physical impact on the world, which is large beyond the scale of their minds, but still tiny in the cosmic scope of the universe.
Can you conceptualize the size of the universe?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Did you just try?
I did.
Didn't work.
I don't really understand what anything is or what I am currently saying.
But
I can reiterate things that I have absorbed.
Did you absorb the whole universe yet?
Not yet.
Okay. Well, we figured it out. The ocean's about 0.2% piss.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it's about 0.2% piss. So I'd say probably most of the things we eat are about 0.2% piss and shit too, because, you know, there's probably guys with not very clean hands handling a lot of our food. So that's fine. If it's good enough for Chick-fil-A, it's probably good enough for the ocean. And I say don't even worry about it, even though it's nasty and fish do swim around in their own piss and shit. That's undeniable.
Yeah, I mean, they kind of do, but, you know, I guess so do humans a little bit. Every time you take a dump, there's poop particles in the air.
What?
Yeah, they're floating around every time you do that, especially if you flush without closing the lid.
But you have to air out the toilet by not closing the lid.
You might want to close it. Do you keep your toothbrush near your toilet?
I keep it above my toilet.
Like right on the top of the toilet?
Yeah, just for efficiency's sake.
You might want to close the lid.
Well, I think I do want to close this segment because that's all the time we have for now, and I might need to go make some adjustments to my bathroom. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Jet guy, the science eyes. Calculus and jet, space, jet guy, science eyes.
It's still your vagina. Don't let them take it from you. Alright? I feel like I just get up. Ladies been against me. They want me to come. Well, good to see you all. It is in fact I, the Jeff Ripple, here for your Friday news dump, unrelated to the previous things discussed. Case? Yes? Hello! Hi. You're looking like yourself today? Well, you gotta say it like that. That was me complimenting you. Oh. Hi, you also look like yourself. Yes, that is a compliment. Oh. That's a really good compliment. Good to see you all. Oh, Kendall's here. Kendall, you want to say hi? Oh, shit. Who's that walking over here? Is that Kendall fucking Lynn? Yo, let me tell you about a girl named Kendall. Got a vibe so wild, man, she's raised Mel. This is Christine by her slice of this party. Kendall's the one who's inside your memes. Attitude popping, always popping off. Say the wrong thing, she's gonna pop like a cough. A Luke Queen crack shells with the grin that yo, that's so. She eats to win. Why? Because her name is what?
Kendall?
Name is what? What chips are you eating? Salt and vinegar chips. Ooh. To warm up for some big kisses later. Buzz, everybody. Kendall, anything you want to share about your day?
I'm eating my own hair right now.
You want to share your big reshare?
Oh my god! Everybody go to the motherfucking Cat's Eye TikTok right now. Go to their fucking repost. They fucking reposted my job. They reposted ABC Mouse because I danced the Cat's Eye dance as the mouse.
She did. Let's go there. Let's see what she's talking about. What is Kendall talking about? Is this theirs? This is theirs. Is
They
this
go to
theirs?
their repost, baby.
Reposts. This is Cat's Eye here. That is indeed Cat's Eye. Pop group Cat's Eye. And there's and there's Kendall. Who could be under that
Move out of the way. Move out of the way. Play it again.
She's still got it. Still got those dancing skills. Way to go, Kendall.
Thank you.
It was those incredible moves.
Thank you.
What's that song about again?
Selling milkshakes like lemonade stand.
Oh yeah, that's that song about selling milkshakes in the yard.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. That's pretty good stuff.
Yeah, she was just taking it up a step from lemonade. My fucking...
Mouse cosplayers are getting arrested left and right. That's true. Do you see you saw what happened to Chuck E. Cheese? Just carried out out of his own establishment.
Okay, here's a fun fact. You guys want to know a fun fact?
Yes.
I don't know if I can say this, but who cares, right?
Yeah, who cares anymore about anything?
Chuck E. Cheese the mascot, he can't be in any video with any other mascot because he has his own fucking world. He lives in the Chuck E. Cheese universe, not outside it.
They refuse to cross-pollinate. Zero crossovers. Whenever they break that rule, it's going to be such a huge collab. Whenever Chuck E. Cheese shows up in the Avengers or whatever.
We fucking tried. We've tried to collaborate with Chuck E. Cheese, and they said no.
Does Mickey Mouse ever appear in other properties? Or is he in his own
With other
universe?
mascots? I think they're in their own universe.
Like that's a rule. No, they're in their own universe for sure. Wait till they hear about Mouse Kendall. Yeah, once they see those dances, all the boys come into the yard. Chuck E. Cheese's brand is... Wait, Chuck E. Cheese band is named Munch? That kind of makes sense. Because they'd be selling you pizzas. Kingdom Hearts? Oh, that's true. Final Fantasy crossovers.
It's like all Disney, though.
It's heavily Disney, but also then don't Cloud and Sephiroth show up in one of them?
Yeah, but they're Disney.
Cloud and Sephiroth aren't Disney.
Are they not?
No, they're Square Enix.
Isn't that not part of Disney?
I don't think Sony is part of Disney.
Is Square Enix Sony?
I don't know if Sony owns Square Enix, but either way, I don't think Square Enix is part of Disney.
Well, that's not a mascot anyway.
Is Square Disney or is that a company? Because they release stuff exclusively for Sony, right?
I need someone to tell us.
You want to collab with Sebastian and the Ibis at the University of Miami or Albert, the Gator at Florida. I have connects. Want to collab with the Florida Gators?
No.
Mouse and Gator. She
What?
said
Actually-
no.
If you can connect that to children and parents, then yes.
They're probably kids that are fans of college football. Mickey Mouse was in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Yeah, but now Disney
That's
does own
Disney.
that. Disney does own Roger Rabbit. I don't know if they did at the time. They must have, though. Maybe they didn't. No, wasn't it Warner? I can't remember.
I don't know.
They did have a Roger Rabbit ride, though, at Disney at one point. Who owns Roger Rabbit? The next Roger Rabbit movie.
Guys, I understand we go to Disneyland a lot, but that doesn't mean we know Disney like that.
We probably should, but... Voiced by... Who owns it? Is it Disney now? Who owns Roger Rabbit? There's so many mergers. Disney. Though it's a Touchstone Pictures subsidiary. I'm surprised they haven't made another Roger Rabbit movie. It seems like that could at least be something on Disney Plus at some point. They can make another Chip and Dale's movie. Let the Lonely Island guys make a Roger Rabbit movie. Why not? How do you not know that they still have the Roger Rabbit ride? Oh, they do still have a Roger Rabbit ride.
No, we ride that all the time.
We've ridden it twice exactly.
We really?
Yeah, well, at least I have.
Oh, I ride it all the time.
Kendall's ridden it all the time. She almost just dumped her
Just
chips.
a long line.
They made the comic where they explained the judge's backstory. I don't know. This is some deep lore. I've only been on the twisty ride. The ride where you can do this. It's like the teacups, but on a track. Good stuff. Okay. I guess I'll get into the news.
Okay, bye.
Kendall's out of here. It's news time. Finally. I've just been sitting here. That's it? Yeah, literally, I've just been sitting here. Not a thought in my head, honestly. Sort of peaceful, in a sense. Maybe just keep talking about whatever dumb bullshit's in your head case. That's mean. Whatever Kendall was saying was good, but whatever you were saying made me completely blank out. Like I was in a state of pure cosmic meditation. That sounds positive. Yeah, maybe you should bottle the dumb shit you say and sell it so that people can wipe their brains Men in Black style. Oh. That's almost nice what you're saying. Almost. You wish they'd replace our Mickey ride in Orlando with the Roger Rabbit ride. The animation's so weird. You mean the Mickey ride where you're like in a little car and there's all the animation everywhere? Guys, check this out. I have an invisible Canada Dry here. And I just did the manly job of opening it for Kendall. Waft by Case Blackwell. That's a good name for it. That's a great name for it. Now that's screen magic right there? Yeah. It's camouflage. It's so that you don't even notice that you're drinking the calories from a sugary drink. Wow. Next level. How did you know where to open it? Practice. Been practicing. That's what you do with your time. It's pretty much what I've been practicing lately. All right. Well, have you been practicing for this news attack of news? Play my headline. Swap it to me. We're talking about pregnancies today for some reason. Courtesy of Wired. They just ran a story that's got everyone going. Uh-oh. What's this about? That's how people are reacting. People are worried about maybe this. It's kind of an insane story, I've been told, so it came out 2 days ago, but let's check in with it, I guess. I can never resist a story about pregnancy. That's your thing? It's just one of my interests. But this one is apparently quite dark, as it's about a baby death and then seemingly extortion. The baby died, whose fault is it? A story of surrogacy and tech executives' wives and influencer friends harassing a woman they paid to have a baby for them. What? Yeah, it's a little bit of a crazy story. Sydney B, pictured to my left, is supposedly not supposed to be telling us this story. This is again courtesy of Wired, written by Emmy Nightfield. First, there's the confidentiality clause when B, a venture capitalist who claimed to have invested in a dozen unicorns, whatever that means, hired a surrogate to carry her only male embryo in 2023. Both parties agreed to keep the details private and away from the media. Then there's the restraining order against B, or Bi, I'm not sure how to say her name, unfortunately, followed by a court-ordered agreement saying she would not so much as mention the surrogate involved in her baby's stillbirth. Finally, there are social media norms to consider when publicly attacking the woman who says she almost died carrying your child. Still, B is talking to me, not me, the writer of this article. She sends me a nearly 3,000 item folder filled with legal filings, reports to professional organizations, insurance companies, employers, and the police, emails with her attorneys, and correspondence between her and the egg whisperer influencer, Dr. Amy. What the fuck is happening here? Basically, B or Bi, this lady, did and no shade against surrogacy, paid for a surrogate to have her baby. Unfortunately, the baby passed during the birthing process, and she blames the surrogate. Oh, yeah. They're probably going to get into that, but that's the basic situation. Okay, well, that sounds all kind of sordid and sad. Yep, yeah. That's why I thought we'd talk about it. You should be excited about this. I'm not. I'm just digging into the messiness of this situation. Oh, okay. Bi considers herself a whistleblower out to protect unborn children via surrogacy. Her website invokes scripture. Establish justice in the courts. Amos 5:15. Indeed, Bi or B has racked up nearly $1 million in legal bills since 2024 in what she views as a fight to honor her unborn son. I want the surrogate to be known for what she did, to be set as an example. I hope she goes to jail, ideally for murder. Murder of who? Of the baby, that there were complications during the birth and the baby didn't make it. And she just blames the surrogate. Yes. Based on what? Well, we're probably getting to that. American surrogacy is an enormous industry taking up approximately $5 billion in 2024. The practice is expected to explode globally almost tenfold in the next decade as rich people get more comfortable with it. It seems especially popular in Silicon Valley, where a growing cadre of investors and executives want to see how much they can exploit the bodies of the poor. Uh-oh, I bet they can exploit them a lot. And they plan to. But intended parents and gestational carriers, IPs and GCs as they're somewhat dehumanizingly known, their words and maybe yours, are often uninformed about the dearth of regulation and completely unprepared for what can go wrong. Only one state, New York, requires agencies to be licensed. Although America is the world leader in surrogacy, it's also the developed nation with the highest maternal mortality rate and one of the highest stillbirth rates, a situation described by many as a public health crisis. And those are popular lately. You might have seen that red creature that we've summoned to manage our healthcare system talk yesterday. Yep, that was another thing all over the news, was RFK goes to Washington, where he is all the time because he's not the Attorney General, the Surgeon General, the leader of health, the health king, the king of health. Anyway, maybe he'll have some thoughts about this at some point. Back to pregnancies. Compared to natural conception, carrying a genetically unrelated fetus more than triples the risk of severe, potentially deadly conditions, a statistic surrogates are rarely given. IPs do not have to disclose complete medical information, including histories of certain conditions that harm their GCs. They don't have to be honest about how many kids they have, why they are hiring a surrogate, or many other surrogates, how many other surrogates they have simultaneously pregnant. For instance, this woman pictured over here had 2 surrogacies going at once. Oh. Well, they'll probably get into that. But she had 2. Okay. Do you really know who is carrying your child or whose child you are carrying? It's a question you might want to ask if you engage in this type of thing. Meanwhile, the U.S. has torn over the controls of pregnant women's bodies. As you might have noticed, lots of people want abortion to be illegal, and in many places it currently is. Isn't that a fun fact? What's the definition of fun fact? A fact. I guess it is a fact then. Look how long this is. Anyway, many of these issues Bee and her surrogate encountered on their journey are likely far more common than you'd imagine, but you haven't heard about them. They won't influence policy or case law because they tend to unfold in private shrouded in confidential clauses. A stark power differential means that intended parents often have the means to file lawsuits and wage years-long campaigns, while surrogates who feel screwed are forced to rely on free legal help and GoFundMe, because you might have noticed, in general, surrogates are doing it because they're in a financial situation. Yeah, and I guess the people hiring them are doing it because they're in a financial situation where they can afford to do it. Now you're getting it. The case of Bee and her surrogate shows how in an environment with little regulation and extreme inequality, the miracle of life can mutate into a death sentence. Sydney Bye and her future husband on April Fool's Day 2016. Oh, that's when she met her husband, excuse me. It's a warm Friday night. Oh, they're setting the scene for us now. Well, let's just skip over this. She met her husband, basically. He brought over shots of Don Julio by a Chinese immigrant and founder who'd later appear on a list of the 30 most successful early-stage startup investors, inspected his Google badge to make sure it was real. I'm older than you, Bai told him. She was 36 to his boyish rumpled 28. Jeez. Boyish rumpled. I guess he had poorly ironed clothes or not ironed at all. This is getting sexy. It is? No. But it's okay, I froze my... Okay, whatever. They met. Let's get down to business. They signed up with a Southern California-based agency for their surrogacy, Alternatives, Inc. According to their psychological consult, B took an SSRI for PTSD spurred by work-related stressors, but hoped to wean off soon. SAI quickly matched the couple with a college-educated bake manager in Virginia. She was perfect, Bai told me. Tall, healthy, young, good job. I showed her off to my friends. The only thing I was concerned with was she was a single mom, but she saw past it. Very big of her. Incredibly big of her to see past the fact she already had a kid. Why would being a single mom be a problem? Wouldn't that just prove that she's capable of bringing a child to term? I think it's the single mom part. I guess she's assuming that what she might see as a moral lapse might be transferred in the DNA. The moral lapse of being a single mom? I'm not saying it is, but I suspect she is. What? Rebecca Smith was a former professional athlete who became interested in surrogacy after watching a close friend struggle to conceive. The 34-year-old wanted to help a family who couldn't carry their own child. As she put it on a Facebook post, she wanted to give them the same love I found in becoming a mom. In her profile photos, the pale, lanky Smith mugged in denim jackets and athleisure with her 6-year-old biracial son, whom I'll call Ellis. Smith had previously debated, but told her psych evaluator that it doesn't work when you're a single mom. She spent her first time coaching her son's sports team. She ran errands on weekends when Ellis was with the dad. She was the type of person who preferred cooking at home to eating out. Okay, yeah. Let's just jump down. They met. A doctor implanted B and Val de Galicius's only male embryo inside Smith. That's the husband, I guess. Everyone was elated when it stuck. And then, well, we get it. Eventually they had a kid. Okay, now they're getting into some stuff. They implanted it. B and Smith texted all the time. Smith shared her happy nausea and impressions of baby Leon. By or B, I just have to keep saying because I don't know which it is, detailed her constant travels and her search for a second woman to be a surrogate. Smith tried to recruit her own sister for the job, then a coworker. When a scary but benign early bleeding brought Smith to the ER, Bai sent her a DoorDash gift card. How thoughtful. But in the wake of the bleeding, Smith found something out. Bai had been posting about Smith's help in Facebook groups, the surrogates. She'd been sharing the surrogates' health information in Facebook groups, sharing test results and crowdsourcing suggestions for her treatment. Bai didn't refer to Smith by name, but included distinctive details that allowed members of the tight-knit community to identify her, which violated their contract. Smith alerted SAI but didn't confront Bai, perhaps calculating that it was better not to risk tainting their rapport. After all, the surrogacy relationship was almost unlike any other. Once you were pregnant, there was no going back. A new human had been, put inside you. This is getting creepier as it goes. Yum yum pickle cake, says Lady Alphatrix. I don't know what that means, but that doesn't make me feel any better about what we're reading. I know it's a bracelet, but it looks like there's a pickle in that cake. Oh, that's what they're talking about. Oh, that does look like a pickle cake. So I thought that was somehow tied to the surrogacy situation. Well, I guess it is because it's a photo of the lady who hired the surrogate. And she does look like she has a pickle cake. Anyway, all of this is fairly unnerving. Does it get better? No. In late 2023, a little more than halfway through the pregnancy, B got a Facebook comment that scared her. She had posted about Smith getting a new, better job, the COO of Art Risk Solutions, suggesting that B double-checked whether Smith's new policy would cover the pregnancy. Outreach like this wasn't uncommon. The Facebook groups often teamed with industry professionals peddling their wares. The Art Risk COO offered to look into it. Well, I don't even understand the complaint here. When SAI's standard process had determined that Smith's new insurance would cover the pregnancy, Art Risk disagreed. Bai was spooked by what she saw as SAI's oversight on a major issue. Pregnancy complications could rack up 5 or 6 figure bills. Oh, she's worried that the surrogate's new job wouldn't cover any expenses related to the pregnancy. Whose insurance even needs to cover stuff in this case? Well, like they pointed out, this is an extremely unregulated $5 billion apparently industry. So, question marks? Also, isn't she rich? Can't she just cover it? She doesn't want to, Case. That's not what she signed up for. What did she sign up for? To control the body of her womb slave. Her words, not mine. She never said that. Well, she didn't say that. But I'm putting words in her mouth, not mine. Well, don't do that. Well, okay, then I'll keep reading. She began posting about SAI, sometimes multiple times a day, to warn other IPs. All over Facebook, sharing this woman's information. It seemed like they were on the same page, but they weren't. It wasn't about the money. Smith's new subsidized Affordable Care Act plan at $391 a month was a drop in the bucket compared to the estimated $200,000 B had budgeted for the pregnancy. B told Smith that they would lay low until Leon was born and then go after SAI. I want to show them what justice should look like. What? On December 15th, a day on which Bai sent her more than 50 texts about the insurance, Smith felt liquid between her legs. She was 26 weeks pregnant and afraid the water had broken. The emergency room sent her home telling it was amniotic fluid. She should have been relieved, but she soon found another text from B. One of B's lawyers wanted Smith to sign a few forms. Smith had already signed a power of attorney giving B and Valdeglesias the ability to make decisions for Leon, the unborn baby, were they now asking for control over her body. Smith confronted B gently. I guess I'm a little confused. Okay, the answer was yes, they were seeking that. We're just going to cut ahead. B and Valdeglesias had just celebrated New Year's Eve in New York City. A few days later, B ordered Smith a tower of boxes from Amazon. Coconut water, freeze-dried cantaloupe slices, pregnancy stuff. But B also pestered Smith with questions. Why was she in the hospital instead of just on bed rest? Was she submitting lost wage requests? Okay, so she had to go back to the hospital. While on Facebook, B claimed that Smith had broken their contract by not notifying her before changing jobs. A breach claim was serious. It meant that Smith was on the hook for any bills that insurance didn't cover, potentially million-dollar-plus sums that B acknowledged could bankrupt Smith. The situation reveals one of the fundamental imbalances of surrogacy. When a surrogate breaks contract, her IPs can stop paying her and stop paying the medical bills. But if an IP breaks contract, say by leaking all of your information on a Facebook group, there's no consequences at all. You hope that Airbnb had bed bugs? It's an Airbnb, so probably. B started to believe something was wrong with Leon because of photos Smith posted. And a few days later, after Smith's hospitalization, the surrogate, B got news that seemed to push her over the edge. Smith phrased it like it was a good thing despite the premature rupture of membranes. Her doctor had told her that Leon was healthy, and a growth scan estimated that he was in the 30th percentile. That didn't sound right. The 30th percentile meant most babies measured bigger than Leon. Smith was tall. Shouldn't that make him a bigger baby, B wondered? She had expected her son to be above average in all things. So she was mad that the baby wasn't taller. The fetus didn't have the makings of an NBA star. What is she expecting here? The perfect baby. Smith maintained that the doctor told her everything looked great, but B's motherly intuition was going off. Something didn't seem right. Okay, what the fuck happened? My God, they're really drawing this out. The hardest part of being hospitalized, Smith told B, was saying goodbye to her son, who cried whenever she had to leave. Oh, she already has a child. Oh, wait, no, the surrogate has a child. B suggested that Ellis could stay in the hospital. Ellis spent the night just twice in those weeks, sleeping on the recliner meant for new parents. I guess that's her child. On one of those meetings, January 21, Smith woke up in the same room as her sweet, protective, now 7-year-old son. Nurses came in and did more monitoring. Leon had no heartbeat. So the surrogate child, Leon, had passed. This is a real epic here. It's a little bit longer than the stories we usually read, which I'm now realizing. But again, the cliff notes are, this woman paid for a surrogate. There were complications in the pregnancy. Unfortunately, that resulted in the fetus passing. Okay. B recorded a conversation with the hospital. The doctor gave her condolences. She thought she'd seen a flicker in one of Leon's heart valves. Yeah. But Leon was already dead. The placenta, yes, the baby had passed. Okay, we're going to skip ahead. Later, B got a call from Smith, who had recently woken up from general anesthesia. Snotty nose crying. Smith told her she felt Leon moving that night. B was confused. Smith had told her that Leon was moving more during the day and less at night. The call button was right there, B thought. If Smith felt Leon move, why hadn't she alerted the nurses? Isn't it kind of normal for a fetus to move? I haven't had one in me. It does sound like the kind of thing I've heard of. She was also already being monitored in the hospital. Well, anyway. Smith, meanwhile, had spent several hours in surgery, yes. Okay, we're gonna cut ahead. So basically the baby had passed and there was much consternation over it, understandably. Yeah, everybody upset over the baby passing. Yes, that's where we're at. Back home in San Francisco, post-baby death, B felt empty. She wandered the sidewalks, where she should have been pushing a stroller, as she thought. Things were bad at home. She couldn't sleep, couldn't work. Instead, she dedicated all of her time to taking screenshots and organizing folders of evidence to wage a medical malpractice lawsuit. And guess against who? The doctors? Probably. But maybe somebody else is going to be included. She also hired psychics to give her answers. And she tells it, as she tells it, they all blamed Smith, the surrogate. The psychics blamed the surrogate. And that holds up in court. Psychics blaming your surrogate holds up in court? Depends how much money you have. As she tells it, they all blame Smith. One suggested that an ex-boyfriend of Smith's had turned her against baby Leon. Okay. Another claimed to see traumas on Smith's belly and said she was clearly having rough sex. Jesus. He warned she had something to hide. And again, this is a psychic saying this. The psychic saw in his visions marks on the stomach and equated that with rough sex. Yes. And she's going with that? She is going with that. And not only is she going with it, would you guess where she spread all of this information? In the Facebook group? Ding, ding, ding. When Smith refused to release her medical records unless non-pregnancy information was redacted, B saw it as a confirmation that Smith was hiding crucial details. She sounds like she needs to be locked away from other people. Yes. B contacted SAI claiming that Smith had breached contract by not informing her about the insurance change, not taking her vitamins, and not alerting her before the C-section. Our contract specified a well baby that didn't die, she reminded them. Yeah, but pregnancies don't always work out. Are you just in breach of contract if you don't luck out during the course of a pregnancy and just come fully to term with a healthy baby? That does seem to be the contention here. B ordered the escrow to stop paying Smith or reimbursing her medical expenses. A few days later, B re-enlisted to the recording of the worst news of her life. She noticed a detail she'd missed. Smith had bled 10 days prior to Leon's death, and no one had told her. I mean, maybe it would have been good to told her, but still, this is someone who's like carrying a baby in their stomach on your behalf. Also, wouldn't the doc... I don't know. SAI countered that there was no documented bleed on the date in question, but clarified that there was some light pink fluid, which the doctor was not concerned about. Oh, so they're discussing the initial amniotic breach, which I guess they didn't even think was blood. SAI said Smith asked the doctors to tell B directly, and that the contract gave Smith 2 weeks to tell B. That's emergency information, B said. She should have been told right away. Many stillbirth advocates believe that American doctors do not take the risks of stillbirth seriously, that the standards of care often woefully are inadequate, and that calculations about when to deliver a baby ignore risk factors. After losing a baby, women are often told, as B was, that these things just happen. Stillbirths take about 21,000 American children per year, more than guns, car accidents, sudden infant death syndrome, cancer, and fires combined. Yeah, but that's different than those other things. I mean, I understand it's still a baby dying. That's a tragedy, but a baby that's already been born dying feels like it's in a different category to me. But not to this lady. Number one killer of women in America is pregnancy. Maybe we should be concerned about the pregnant women? Well, they're getting to that. Oh, they're getting to that? That's in here too. They're going to talk about your feelings on that. My feelings. Or maybe everybody's. Obviously not really, but Case would have to carry for 9 months a fake baby. What did Card King say? Sorry, I need to keep up with chat better. Sometimes I just realize something's being discussed that I don't have context for. She sounds like she needs to be locked away. Yes. Case pregnancy sub-goal when? The Mr. Dad sub-goal? I feel like that's more than a sub-goal. I gotta figure out all the procedures behind it. Card King was defending your right to choose. Well, as a guy, if there was such technology, you would have the necessity of choosing. You'd have to like figure it out, I guess. I guess we're getting distracted. And I don't know how much longer this is, but I feel like now we're committed. Well, now we gotta see this whole story out. Yeah, we'll try to whip through this. Leon's death was 100%, 1000% preventable, said this woman by B. Searching for meaning, she started attending Epic Church, which is not the games platform. Thanks for clarifying. At one discussion, participants talked about when God gives you a mission. B sobbed, "I don't want this mission. I want my son." Well, all of this is kind of sad, but she's just being too insane for me to be sympathetic to, and she seems to be harassing a woman who tried to carry a pregnancy on her behalf. Well, that's your take, Case. Anyway, she's having various mental breakdowns in churches. In her grief, B pieced together her version of events. During the pregnancy, Smith had engaged in unsafe sex of various forceful degrees. And all of that sex necessitated her hospitalization. This is this woman just deciding this happened, for the record, is what this story is saying. Okay. Smith had let her adult-sized son sleep in bed with her, where he'd probably kicked her in the stomach. Wow. Just Sherlock Holmes here, putting all the details together. She's seeing the vision. Smith may have even intentionally given birth early, mistakenly believing she'd received full compensation. She just forced it out? I guess that is what she's saying. She intentionally induced an early pregnancy? I don't even know how you do that. Is that just is she just saying she got an abortion? Wouldn't that be what that is? I guess? It's a little vague. Maybe she thinks you can just kind of will it out of you. Wow. At the advice of her lawyer, B hired a private investigator. A reverse address lookup suggested a man shared Smith's address, whose name B was sure she had to be Smith's ex-partner. Jesus, I don't even want to read this part. This is just prying into some poor lady's life. Yes. B believes Smith should have never been a surrogate, with an undisclosed live-in boyfriend with a felony and jail time record. Where is she getting all of this from? From the reverse image search on Google. Not even the private investigator? Apparently not. So basically she's decided she's has rough pregnancy endangering sex? She believes in the secret. Yeah, she's willing all sorts of things into existence here. B was ready to approve an in-person surveillance operation when another detail froze her blood. Wow, her poor blood. Smith had gotten a speeding ticket on a day she was inpatient. She was inpatient at the hospital. Oh no, not a speeding ticket. That could kill any child. It's not talked about enough in this nation. The risk that speeding tickets put on unborn babies. I guess unsafe driving could risk the child, but that doesn't seem to be the problem here. Well, would you believe that this lady thought that that definitely endangered the baby and was a violation of contract? Yeah, that's starting to seem like the kind of thing she would think. B understood how far-fetched her allegations sounded about all the rough sex and speeding tickets killing her child. B wrote on Facebook, if it were not for all the hard evidence, it's too shocking to believe. But she killed my son. What's her hard evidence again? The Google search. And the guy she hired. Well, no, it sounds like she just did the Google search. So this lady is crazy. Well, maybe, but it also sounds like this industry isn't going to treat her like she's doing anything wrong. Well, we don't know that yet. And this is all stuff she's posting, by the way. She's just posting about this, everything that we've been talking about in the story. Perhaps a kind friend could have suggested to B that there were other explanations. Instead, B had a set of legal adversaries and a supportive echo chamber on Facebook and other social media sites. Everyone knew bad surrogates existed, and based on B's claim, it sounded like Smith was one, and she was posting about it a lot. Amy Vazeda, a Bay Area fertility doctor and influencer, called Smith a criminal and a psycho. B's $1,275 an hour lawyer, Elizabeth Sperling, wondered whether digging through social media posts might show Smith engaging in strenuous activity that could explain the death. Strenuous activity like checking your social media feed when you have a woman stalking you on various social media feeds. Well, it does sound stressful. That could really endanger a baby. B's husband focused on stabilizing the family, a move he credits with saving their marriage. And that's her husband there, would you believe it? He blamed the hospital, not Smith. What a forward-thinking guy. But told me that the litigation is his wife's grieving process. He tried to stay out of the legal stuff so that B wouldn't blame him too. Very brave. I mean... So he's spineless. Well, maybe he's got a spine surrogate somewhere that he can rely on to stand up to his wife. Smith had planned to go back to work shortly after giving birth. Instead, she couldn't stop bleeding. Even though SAI had determined she hadn't breached the contract, the escrow stopped paying, leaving Smith reliant on disability benefits as she faced an increasing pile of very, very scary bills. When Smith was finally cleared to return to work a month after Leon died, B emailed Smith's HR department to try to get her fired. B also reported Smith to a federal agency, claiming that Smith was committing fraud. The stress on Smith was already high. Her supervisor at work had found her crying on and off for a day. Smith hadn't heard from B since her terse reply in the condolence email that I guess they sent. Then B texted her a screenshot of a Facebook post about another GC who had an abortion at almost 32 weeks, but that GC had called 911 and the baby had lived. Wow, helpful stuff here. Jumping ahead. Okay. We're jumping way ahead. Okay. We're just trying to find stuff here. So we're just gonna, we might call it here. Basically, she took severe legal action against her for the next 2 years. I'm broadly summarizing here. In the fall of 2024, B was served papers. Smith had filed a restraining order. Smith, after quite a while of B, we'll call it following up aggressively with her surrogate, Smith maintained that she'd been single and lived alone with her son. She'd never snuck out of the hospital, and she'd never had various rough sex, and the speeding ticket probably also didn't kill the child. You might be surprised. She'd volunteered at the Ronald McDonald House for the NICU, sponsored a gold leaf on a tree for Angel... Wait, what? Smith's supporters said that after the stillbirth, she'd volunteered at the Ronald McDonald House for the NICU. NICU, yes. Sponsored a gold leaf on a tree for angel babies, pumped and donated her breast milk to feed fragile babies in Leon's honor. B found these claims ridiculous, saying, quote, she kidnapped and killed my son, and that she was the victim here. All right. B is an anti-surrogacy. In fact, she frequently advises other investors, would you believe it, who are pursuing it, and sends me links to startups, to startup after startup. Sheil Monat, a venture capitalist friend of B's, who has commissioned Twibblings, said the problem is that the information is soiled when each agency has their own database of wombs. Isn't that a fun sentence case? Database of wombs. Courtesy of this woman's startup. She's an entrepreneur, yes. We're dealing with a lot of entrepreneurs here. The entrepreneurial practice of databasing all of the various wombs for sale. In this model, surrogates are the gestational equivalents of Uber drivers or Amazon warehouse workers. There should be a database of carriers allowing us to filter on what we want. Age, BMI, willingness to abort the fetus, Manat said. 6 months after Leon's death, BJ's daughter was born. Okay. Oh, sorry. Bai's daughter was born. She had another surrogate going this whole time. Surprise. Oh. In an Instagram announcement, Bai sits in a hospital recliner wearing a medical gown, clutching a newborn to her chest. Bai often compared her to surrogacy experience. I had the world's worst and best. Not quite. Sana Bria told me she had a great relationship with B, but a pregnancy plagued with placental issues. First, gestational diabetes, then placenta previa, where the placenta blocks the cervix, which led to hospitalization and a scheduled C-section. Again, the Cliff Notes version, this woman had 2 pregnancies going at the same time, courtesy of a surrogate. Both had severe medical complications. Fortunately, in one case, the baby was brought to term and is alive. But would you believe that she still thinks mostly the rough sex that she made up and the speeding ticket? And we'll just throw drugs in there. That was probably also a complaint at some point. Killed her other kid. So, despite genetic material from the parent apparently being a leading cause for pregnancy issues in cases of surrogacy, yes, this woman 100% blames the surrogate and is still harassing her to this day. Anyway, I was watching that RFK Senate hearing and just thinking about the state of healthcare and just getting so fired up, I thought I'd bring us this healthcare story for the day. Because it might sound like a one-off, but I think this is the brave future of American pregnancies. Because no one can really afford to have a kid anymore, but fortunately, you might get paid to have one as essentially an Amazon warehouse womb. And I just want to prep everyone that you do want to take that responsibility as seriously as possible. And even if you do, you are essentially just rolling the dice, because if there's any complications outside of your control, you might get harassed for the rest of your life by an insane CEO, tech entrepreneur, and their spineless husband who does nothing to stop it. Medicare, it's like Medicare for all, but you have to be pregnant. And then you might get your life ruined. Cool. Did you like the story I brought? It's pretty long. But that's something, all right. Isn't it something, all right? Live C says, I have to move. My state surgeon general remove vax requirements for kids. Hell of a way to kick off the weekend. So wait, is there any ending to this? Is she literally just still going through this, the surrogate? So far, B has worked with 9 different attorneys. She's racked up $750,000 in legal bills, but paid less than half. So don't worry, she's not necessarily paying them all. The law firm where Elizabeth Sperling works is owed $200,000, and it might have to initiate a proceeding if not paid. Bai says, I cannot pay you, because if I do, then I cannot get another lawyer. What? But Bai tells me she's cash poor, despite having supposedly lots of money. Although she has an 8-figure net worth at the time of Leon's death, most of it was illiquid stakes in companies. She had to withdraw her management fees for her investment fund much faster than planned. How sad. If I cannot protect my son, I cannot give him honor. I have to sue the hell out of these people and have some sense of justice. Okay. Just when it seemed like B might not be able to stomach or afford more lawsuits, she found someone who would represent her without charging hourly. Pitbull attorney Doug Rochin has the kind, open face of a Midwestern pastor, but the law acumen of a pitbull. Skate Eric says, pretty much one of the girls I know did surrogacy for some single lawyer lady that was nice at first, then went actually insane and wanted complete control over her pregnancy. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to I'm sure there's surrogacy cases where everything is fine and above board and not every person who can afford it is as insane as this person. But especially if it's that big of a payout kind of industry and the general trend in large scale industries towards, we'll say, limiting workers' rights, I could definitely imagine this case pretending some pretty ugly stuff in the future, for sure. You wonder how Olivia Munn did it. Yeah, I mean, it's trickier because people shouldn't have prejudices against surrogacy, but I do think there should be protections for the surrogate, which this article is suggesting there really isn't. And more than that, I mean, as this article also shows, just the general state of precarity that everyone in this country is in when it comes to medical care it's just so insane. Like, a point of contention in this story is her changing jobs and thus changing her insurance and completely changing the calculation of pregnancy risks, which isn't even an issue just for surrogates. Like, if you're a pregnant woman, and I mean, there's plenty of pregnant women who have jobs where if they leave during their pregnancy, they might just essentially be leaving the job permanently. That is all to say, everyone is just in such a precarious fucking position, except for the ultra wealthy, that the idea of this lovely lady here, and her tech entrepreneur husband just harassing this person who essentially they think they own the womb of. It feels like basically the only medical fig leaf that is held out to poor people right now is, well, hey, can you sell us your parts? Because then we might actually, pay for your medical care. That is essentially we're paying for you on behalf of us. To summarize, hopefully, here's the last paragraph of this. B and her husband have been hunting for their third surrogate. Oh, good, they're not stopping. In the spring, B emailed with the biggest ask agency, which I guess is a surrogacy agency, about a great surrogate profile. Another single mother of 2 who lives with her parents, but she hesitated. Should she give her daughter a little sister or use the money to pursue more justice for her unborn son? I just can't pull the trigger, B told me. Not yet. Jesus. I feel like there should also probably be a profile on the people who are offering to pay you to be pregnant for them. Yeah, hunting does feel quite accurate in this case. On the one hand, I can understand how if you have a surrogate pregnancy going, obviously you're going to feel very protective over the child and you're going to want a lot of information on the person carrying your kid. But it's like people are going to get understandably so emotional about that kind of thing that you really need clear frameworks of protection for the person carrying the child, and it just does not sound like that's at all in place. But I mean, how could it be in our medical system where basically, currently at least, everyone is just completely flapping around in the wind? Is that a new insurer? Flapping around in the wind? F-A-I-W? F-A-I-W. F-A-I-T-W. Strongest protections are for sperm donors? Well, isn't that a surprise? Ay, ay, ay. Couple comments. Remember how the Powerball drawing is tomorrow. Thank you for that update. That's important information. That's actually important medical information, because that's one of the ways you can get healthcare currently, is just winning the lottery. Oh, and it doubled your comment. It likes to do that lately. Yeah, I don't know why. Oh yeah, there's flaps in the wind. Well, anyway, that's your News Friday breakdown of a long story about a really unpleasant thing. That's how you welcome the weekend, Case. Thanks for ringing in the weekend with this story of surrogacy pregnant harassment. That's how I like to pop off a Friday good time. Power P is stored in the power balls. We might not have the best medical care in this country, but we do have some of the strongest medical information. And thank you for the update on that important science fact. And we already did the segment. Chet might be taking a nap, otherwise he would have really gotten you there. Thank God he falls asleep after talking. He needs a strong nap. Anyone in chat wins Powerball, you gotta make Ben real. Yeah, make us real. Make me a real boy at last. You know, you're a real boy. Yeah, but make me a boy. See if you can de-age me. I want to be 15 again. That sounds like that should be illegal. No, I mean, I would still be my age. I just have the body of me at 15. And I get to reforge myself into the steel man that I am today. I don't know if I like this idea, but I like it a lot. That's how you make me a real boy. Okay. We could make Case our permanent comedy surrogate. Yeah, just pay me to carry all of your comedy to term. And then you can harass me relentlessly for all of the decisions I make in my life that you even remotely disagree with. For instance, I ate a burrito last night. How could you? You need to eat something funnier than that? What's funnier than a burrito? Oh yeah, they do already kind of do that. And, anything covered in gravy? A hot dog? Hot dog's funnier. A burrito? Unsub. Ooh, Entidaddy's got the, I gotta play it. The Hollow Knight emote. Or I guess in this case, what is it? Silk? I didn't even realize that was coming out. But I played the Hollow Knight way later than when it came out. I played it like last year. So to me, it feels kind of fresh. You're buried in Hollow Knight? Maybe I should replay Hollow Knight first. Maybe I should make Kendall play Kendall doesn't like platformers. I guess I gotta do it solo. Do you have to do everything together, Case? Yeah. Because we're in love. I'm not even gonna justify that with an EU. I heard that it crashed the Steam servers. So a little bit of good news. Silk Song is doing well. The Song of Silk is beautiful. The Song of American Healthcare, more of a dirge at this point. But don't dirge yourself, ripple yourself, by listening to this outro, which is a ripple from a ripple into the ripples of your heart. Come on. Just like it, Case. It's hard when you say stuff like that to like it, Jeff. But someday you could learn. And until then, we'll just keep learning about surrogate pregnancies and the horrible people that occasionally request them. But also some good people. We should talk about a good surrogacy story to make up for this. I'll look into it, Case. I'll look into it, but until then, I am, of course, Jeff Ripple. Oh yeah. Feeling good. Don't let all these downer fucking ass stories from Case Blackwell ruin your weekend. Because we're ringing it correctly today with probably another huge victory from me, Ralph Munchka. Unfortunately joined by the very much alive and still equally annoying Crumb, who's here for some reason. Crumb? Come on, you love cutting me off, but you can't be on top of saying shit? Did you fucking break again? Jesus Christ. Nothing to say. Hello? Gonna make me work on this bullshit for you again?
Mr. T is gonna eat your balls hype train.
Mr. T is gonna eat my balls? What does that even mean? Why? And who? What? Okay. No follow-ups, I guess. You know what? You're even more difficult to talk to than ever. Because only half the time do you even talk. The other half, you're just staring at me. Not saying a fucking word. What happened to you, man? I mean, I say that as someone who's always despised you, but you do keep getting worse, and that is concerning. Fucking nothing to say. Do we have to give you the Biden voice again? What is this? Oh, Kendall has something to show us. Is that all? Oh, you brushed them. Kendall brushed the cats. Just one of them. Well, congratulations. That's beautiful. Crumb, can you just try talking?
Balls.
He just said balls. He's stolen Biden's voice again, annoyingly. What is with you? Just being so fucking creepy all the time. Well, I wish we could show the cats. Instead, all
I had 4 biscuits and I had 1. Then I only had 3.
It's you know, when you sounded a little higher pitched, it worked for me somehow, and this just doesn't. We got to figure something else out here. Yeah, of course he's still mad. He's always mad. He's always.
Hush, little baby, don't say anything word. And never mind that noise you heard. It's just the beast under your bed in your closet in your head.
You don't even sound like yourself. It's just so sad. No need to respond to this when you're just thieving another guy that looks honestly a lot like.
Fucking autocorrect.
Who is autocorrecting? I am your only autocorrect because everything I say is automatic.
Don't mind me, just looking for my penis.
Where? Well, can you just find it already? Because I am fucking tired of you talking about this. You know what? That's it. That is fucking it. I have actually had enough.
Music in hell, and you're reading Trump tweets to the happy birthday song beat.
I've actually had enough of you and your nonsense. Thursday, next Thursday, I'm going into that fucking wall. If it will shut up this version of you, I think it's actually worth it. Thursday at 2 p.m. Getting real specific with it, okay? I will go into this fucking wall. God. Yeah, a special Thursday stream that I am demanding.
I was a surrogate child and I turned out fine.
Okay, well, nothing against surrogacy. Some of our bravest entrepreneurs demand them all the time. But someone messed up. I do think someone should have sued.
If you got the groove, you got to use it. Hey, light rhythm and time with the music. Hey, check it out, man. You just might start a chain reaction. If you can do the Bart, you're bad like Michael Jackson.
You don't even sound like Bart. You don't even sound like Bart anymore. So disappointing. Is it 9/11 next Thursday? I didn't even know. But that seems like a good time to go into the wall. Is it really actually? I actually didn't know that. It is. It is a special 9/11 wall stream. The Wolf of Wall stream. I cannot wait. I will never forget this stream. That's true.
Still no updates on my penis.
Well, fill us in. Or fill in your... Just draw a penis where there's that fucking gaping open wound, which is now most of your body. And shut up about it. How about that?
Munch was a surrogate child of a succubus.
Ow, that's
Oh, the real one. Thank God.
Listen up, Jack. Card King unjust Mama Jam 300 shiny tasty coins, and I've been dying to say this.
What's that?
Who the fuck is that guy and why does he have my voice?
That's a really good question, Crumb. Care to comment? You sneak thief? Huh?
I can surrogate your baby in my balls.
Oh my God. You know, they should have sued not the mother who was your surrogate. They should have sued you. I don't think you should sue the hardworking moms that are carrying babies. But if you have a shitty enough baby, you should be allowed legally to sue the baby. Also, I gotta get rid of this devil overlay thing, because the devil is apparently long gone. So, I don't even know why I still have to look at this fucking face. Getting rid of this once and for all. Devil, you are done plaguing us with your presence. There we go. Okay, what are we even debating today? You know, if you weren't so lazy, I would demand that you update this segment so that the debate someone asked for is just automatically on top of the screen. That is the kind of thing someone should have done a long time ago. Jello or pudding is the debate. You hear that Crumb sides with pudding because he eats shit. That is incredibly accurate. Thank you so much for the wonderful debate, John Michael. John Michael always providing us with some of the strongest debate topics around. I am very much on the side of Jello.
Betrayal Chrono is an Zeus-based role-playing video game developed by Dynamics and released by Sierra Online in the summer of 1993. Betrayal Chrono takes place largely in Mickey Man, a fantasy world developed by Raymond A. Feast and his Riftware novels. The game is designed to resemble a book, separated into chapters.
Okay, I was actually curious about the rest of that information. When you're actually saying something interesting, you cut yourself off. But most of the time you just keep talking forever. I see the game you're playing, Crumb. And I refuse to get on the board, okay?
Lazy Munch won't go to the wall.
I told you, Thursday at 2, 9/11. Okay, 9/11-2. Just remember that. 9/11-2 p.m. The wall stream. We're doing this thing. It's going to be beautiful.
I love pudding, especially pudding pops. It's like a creamy poop from my butt. Want to taste it?
Okay, that's an interesting argument. You should save it for the debate. Let's get into it because Crumb seems ready to start talking finally. I'm on the side of Jello. Disregard some of its past spokespeople. Okay? I'm talking not their marketing, which is now probably fine. Also, I would like to point out, Bill Cosby isn't he more known for saying pudding pop than Jello? So really, if you think about it, he's more so promoting pudding. Pudding is more of the Bill Cosby snack. So really what you're doing by defending pudding, Crumb, is saying that you're still a fan of Bill Cosby despite everything. And while normally I would appreciate the loyalty, in this case, it is too far. You have gone too far.
Munch don't clean my dead body.
I do what? That is so disrespectful because I kind of do.
Mr. T ate my balls was one of the first to hear the memes.
I gotta turn down this music. I can't even fucking hear you. I'm turning it down. What are you trying to say to me? Can you repeat what you said actually? Say the same thing, please.
Keep the kitten away from Munchire. He eats cats.
You notoriously eat all sorts of animals and don't even like puppies and shit. You're constantly talking about...
My adult Bill Cosby immediately loved pudding after Bluey. I passed out and woke up in his bedroom. I was in a chair in the corner for some reason.
What? All I'm saying is...
Fuck you.
Fuck you! God, the amount of work I have to put in for this man just to get the semblance of a debate. I don't even get to talk about how superior Jello is because you're just constantly fucking interrupting me. The fruit type of Jello is better than chocolate.
Surrogate Tell was the feel-good story of the year.
Jello looks like a miracle of science, okay? And pudding looks like shit. That's the basic point. Jello looks cool. Pudding looks like poop. Jesus.
Damn it, Munch, I say Richard me. Don't play the waiting game. The devil will get you.
Time!
The devil? That like Devo? The Cadillac?
Something is happening
Yes, something is happening. God, now I regret even making this big declarative.
Thursday is Penis Day, then Hore Penis.
Thursday is 9/11/2 p.m. the stream. Jesus. You won't even let me just help you without being
Munch was a surrogate child of a succubus.
Yeah? That sounds about right, actually. That does sound about right. Which is why I'm curious if
I am sick of my smell, change my diaper.
Okay. Obviously, that's the thing I have to do. But you don't need to talk about that right now, okay? And we just changed it. So, Jesus.
Speaking of surrogates, the only movie to watch in hell is Bruce Willis Surrogates. I've seen it at least 50 times now. I have to give it up for Bruce Willis. It's a consistently mid-movie every time.
You watched it 15 times? The movie Surrogates? The mid-2010s? Random, barely science fiction? Surrogates film starring Bruce Willis? One of his most mid-fucking movies?
You want the last 5 minutes watching this video, subscribe to Brazzers.
Quit doing ads for Brazzers. God, he did get an email from Brazzers saying that they like the cut of his jib and they would like him as a spokesperson. They say he perfectly represents their average consumer.
Come on, shake your body, baby. I know you can't control yourself any longer. Come on, shake your body, baby. Do the conga. I know you can't control yourself any longer. Come on, shake your body, baby. Do the conga. I know you can't control yourself any longer. Feel the rhythm of the music getting stronger. Don't you fight it till you tried it. Do that conga.
Can you at least be on beat? Come on, baby. Do that. Can you just do the song if you're going to do the song? Monotone ass delivery from you. If you're gonna constantly interrupt people, could you at least
Mind the wood.
You're
wood. Putting is God.
What the hell? Is that what you're trying to say? Pudding is God? You know what? Hell has scrambled your brain, okay? And that's why I have to go down there to save you. I'm saving myself, okay? From this fucking diaper hell that I exist in up here with your fucking scrape wound penis that you're constantly complaining about and your goddamn rambling nonsense. I'm gonna liberate myself by going to hell. Gotta be
Munch
an
loves
improvement.
Cosby's Jello Pudding Pops.
Do you say I love Costco Jello Pudding Pops? Because that's a complete slanderous lie. I would buy bulk Jello.
There's always room to J-Lo, no matter what block she's from.
I gotta cut this off. We gotta get out of here for the day. You just are not gonna stop fucking talking, are you?
Bill Cosby one gave me Jello shots and I woke up naked.
You woke up nag? I do know what that means, but I'm not gonna go there.
It's
Okay.
Penis Day.
What does that even mean? Is Penis Day? Is Friday Penis Day to you?
I'm gonna eat your balls, Munch.
All right, you know what? You've had enough. You've been overserved, sir. I think it's about time we get out of here. Okay? I can't even tell what the fuck you're talking about anymore. Andy Pennis from the Yankees? Well, that's an American hero, so. Okay, I think he's finally fucking out of things to say. So, yeah, blink twice if you're a fucking idiot who can't stop talking. Oh, wait, he can't. He doesn't have eyelids.
Me and Hypertrainer are getting a divorce. He keeps cheating on me and I had enough. I am gonna go bang his brother Thomas the Tank Engine. He's gonna be so jelly.
Can you leave the sordid sexual details of your perverse, hellish life?
Roll the credits.
Thank you. You know what? We can finally fucking agree on something, all right? Let's get out of here. Jesus. You fucking maniac. The first reasonable thing you've said all day. And I will oblige. It's the weekend. Go have some fun. We'll be back next week on Thursday, 9/11, 2 p.m. I will be entering the wall to liberate this fucking idiot from his own mistakes, like the great American hero that I am. Until then, we'll see you soon. Bye-bye. get it. Come on, guys. Yeah. Everything on the mic. All the boys are out in the summer sometime and in the sea too in the summertime. What are you doing? Everything stop. The beat was about to kick in. That was my intro. I was about to go in. You should have gone in sooner, man. That was 30 seconds of you just rambling. I will not slander a generational talent. Thank you. You just need to like chill out, man. You're stressful. It's stressful to be around me but my love is successful. Are you gonna sing the whole time? Stop exhaling like that. You're gonna blow your cheeks out. You've got to breathe carefully or you'll age yourself. You think I'm aging because I'm not controlling my breathing? Yes. Wait, waves. The boys are in the waves and the waves are up and the waves are sometimes the summertime down. All the girls in bikinis like the wave boys and they're riding their scooters on the waves. Wave scooter, what wave scooter? Wave scooter, what wave scooter? You cut me off again. I don't want to hear. That's my new song, Wave Scooter. It's like surfing but with a scooter. You know what we do here? There's a whole music segment that you've done where we do our terrible music, okay? You got to start believing in the power of music. That's DJ C4's job, okay? Our job here is the news. Specifically to click on the stories that chat shares. And music. No, there's so much of that on this stream. More than there should be. This is the news time here. Don't get so emotional. You can't do music if you're emotional. That's why you hate music so much. Is you have too many emotions. Get that out of the. It's just about music, man. It's not about your feelings. Okay, that's a good point. That's some wisdom. Thank you. Music is not about feelings. Let's see what chat's shared, because Case is getting all worked up. Oopsie, visit site. Okay, there we go. What am I even clicking on? All right. You lost your virginity to Wave Scooter? Congrats. That was the vibe we were going for. The vibe of losing your virginity? It's kind of a losing your virginity vibe song. Wave Scooter. What? Well, Wave Scooter. You just have to feel it, man. But you don't get it because you're too emotional. I guess we all have our limits. All right. Well, let's get into the news. All the news. There you go. Yeah, we're still talking about this because I didn't really understand it, but it did seem bad. Oh no, we've moved on. Okay. BuzzFeed Studios film Adulting accused of firing workers over union organizing. Oh, you can't be doing that. Forming a union? No, adulting. You gotta stay young. Like in my song Forever Not Adulting. Forever, forever, forever not adulting. Forever. Who works on melodies with you? My melody coach. An independent film shooting in Alabama has been accused of retaliating against crew members for union activity as they tried to organize the production. Sorry, that doesn't work as a chorus, but it's close. Adulting, which stars Leighton Meester, had been filming in Mobile, Alabama. According to the International Alliance of Theatrical Stage Employees, the union is seeking to flip their production, which began as a non-union shoot. And oh shoot, they nuked the production like you nuked my heart. Love nuke. Okay, that's not great. Be nice if more things were unionized. Hell, maybe there should be a Twitch union. A union for Twitch streamers. Maybe you should have to join it before streaming. No one would stream then. Well, they just would have to join the union. Or they'd be embargoed. How would that even work? Like a union! Well, they don't work. They get films shut down, Case. All right. Strong counterpoint, I guess. This may be the first portrait of a Viking. There it is. And there you have it. Wow. That's the first one. This is one of the first. One of the. Well, they said may. They were flipping the production. It's a normal indie thing. Big deal on how it worked on Anora. No, I mean, I'm in favor of strong unions in all industries. So I think it's good when productions get flipped. Even though I've worked, honestly, mostly on non-union stuff. But that's just me doing a lot of semi-cheap editing work. Skymer says, I wish I'd gotten a screen grab. I reopened your tab and it was frozen on you staring at Sabrina Salerno. I refreshed and saw you had been booted. What? Sabrina Salerno. Oh, the actor from that. Okay, yes. We were probably staring. Stop staring with your hungry eyeball, ready for love. Hungry eyeball. Hungry eyeball. Is that something? It's something. Most things are something. Everything. It's actually just Jevs right now. That's what everybody's saying. Jevs. Like Jeff? No, not like that case. Like Jevs. Ugh, none of these sites work right. Trump announces plans to host 2026 G20 summit at his Doral resort. Not to be confused with the other ones he has. The United States plans to host the 2026 Group of 20 summit of world leaders at President Donald Trump's golf resort and spa in Doral, Florida, fulfilling a plan the president initially proposed during his first term, which is to get all of the hosts of the world into his resort. The hosts of the world? Yeah, I kind of think of world leaders as globe hosts. Like if life was a reality competition, the world leaders are kind of the hosts. Oh, it's Danielle Macaroni, the dictator of France. He's this week's judge. Daniela Macaroni, the dictator of France. Or Crab Starmhor, the mayor of Britain. He's another one of the judges. Cool. I'm honestly surprised you're even that close to knowing their names. So I'm going to count that as a win. Let's keep going. Let's do a couple more stories to everything. And then we have to get to your favorite, the musical segment. Am I in it? No, I don't think so. What? Maybe you can feature on it. It's a song by Puffy Bear. Which we're going to have to figure out what that even means. Doral is Miami. It's not its own place. It's like is it like a Miami neighborhood or suburb or something? I don't actually know. But great news, we have some clips from the RFK. Zacky Poo, thank you for the 7 months. To celebrate, let's watch clips of America's favorite medical professional, Robert Kennedy. Talk to some senators about how good he is at keeping us healthy. Oh, good. I love health.
Mr. Secretary, do you agree with me that the president deserves a Nobel Prize for Operation Warp Speed?
Yeah, absolutely, Senator. That was phenomenal.
Let me ask you. But you just told Senator Bennett that the COVID vaccine killed more people than COVID.
Wait,
that was a statement.
I did not say that.
Okay, then let me ask, because you also...
Senator, I just want to make clear, I did not say that.
We'll check the record. That's a question of fact. You also said that you were also, as lead attorney for the Children's Health Defense, you engaged in multiple lawsuits attempting to restrict access to the COVID vaccine. Again, it surprises me that you think so highly of Operation Warp Speed when, as an attorney, you attempted to restrict access. Now, let me ask.
I'm happy to explain why.
I have 3 minutes and 30 seconds left.
Don't worry, he's got this, guys. He's going to make it all connect. Robert Kennedy, that is. Never underestimated Kennedy.
It also surprises me because you've canceled, or HHS did, but apparently under your direction, $500 million in contracts using the mRNA vaccine platform that was critical to Operation Warp Speed. Again, an accomplishment that I think President Trump should get a Nobel Prize for. You canceled $500 million in contracts. Now, I grew up in a middle-class family, so $500 million seems, just to cancel, it seems like an incredible waste of money. But it also seems like a commentary upon what the president was attempting, what the president did in Operation Warp Speed, which is to create a platform by which to create vaccines. So this just seems inconsistent that you would agree with me the president deserves a tremendous amount of credit for this.
I don't see how you go over 4 weeks from a public health expert with unimpeachable scientific credentials, a longtime champion of MAHA values, caring and compassionate and brilliant microbiologist.
It's hard to, even when these people are technically getting challenged by these senators, it is just hard to care about these Senate hearings. It just, it so often just feels like a chance for these senators to like get their name in the news. I mean, obviously Robert Kennedy should be grilled, but even the way that guy was doing it, like his basic point makes sense. Like, why are you saying the president deserves a Nobel Prize for Operation Warp Speed when you've also said that the vaccine kills people? It doesn't make sense, but he takes so long just to make that basic point. There's all like the officiousness of these Senate hearings around him that just end up being like, oh, never mind, everybody shut up. I didn't really, because what they said was, I was like, oh, this is boring. But then you started talking. I was like, wait, maybe I should watch the other thing. You're just saying both of us are boring? Yeah. Yeah. Boring is just another word for your heartbreak. That's a full song I have. Okay. There was the Elizabeth Warren moment, which I do think is probably the funniest thing. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Okay, yeah. This for me is the real highlight just because it makes so little sense. It's kind of classic.
You are effectively denying people vaccines.
We're not going to recommend a product for which there's no clinical data for that indication. Is that what I should be doing?
What you should be doing is honoring your promise that you made when you were looking to get confirmed in this job.
You're going like this.
And that is, you promised that you would not take away vaccines from anyone who wanted them.
This isn't really the part I was thinking of.
You just changed the classification of the COVID vaccine.
I'm not taking them away from people, Senator.
It takes it away if you can't get it from your pharmacist.
Well, most Americans are going to be able to get it from their pharmacy for free. Most Americans will be able to get it from their pharmacy for free.
The question is everyone who wants it. That was your promise.
Kate, a product for which there is no clinical data.
Senator,
is that what you want?
Secretary.
That's not even the part
denying.
I found particularly amusing. Oh, damn it. Can I even find it? Damn it. Twitter's failing me. Ugh. Dude, Twitter, formerly known as X, is just such a trash website now. Maybe I can find it by doing this. RFK Jr. always looks and talks like he fell asleep in a hot tub for several hours and was just woken up. I mean, obviously he's got some voice thing going on. I don't want to like mock someone for having a medical issue, although with him it feels like somehow it just feels so perfect for who he is. Like he really looks like a toad baked by the sun. Like you see that guy and you think that voice is going to come out of him, and then it does. You're like, oh, that can't be a thing we're going to let just climb to the heights of power, right? It turns out the answer is no, we will. There's nothing we can do, I guess. He just is in a huge position of national prominence. And it's having real consequential effects on our entire medical system. So that's lovely. RFK, he said, what did he say? Okay, here it is, I think. This is on YouTube.
Medicaid
Did you
will
tell
still
the
pay for
head
them.
of the CDC that if she refused to sign off on your changes to the childhood vaccine schedule, that she had to resign?
No, I told her that she had to resign because I asked her, are you a trustworthy person? And she said no. So if you had an employee who told you they weren't trustworthy, would you ask them to resign, Senator?
So I'm sorry, but this is not what she has said publicly. She has
Well,
said
I'm
she
not
was
surprised about that.
pre-approved. So you're saying she's lying?
Yes. Every conversation I had with her,
Of course she's lying. He asked if she was trustworthy, and she said no. It's all she knows how to do.
Get this straight. This is the same person that less than a month earlier, you stood next to her and described her as unimpeachable, and you had full...
This is what I mean. Like, I don't know. Not that you need to go like Def Jam comedy roast mode on RFK Jr. for saying something that stupid, but he literally just said, I asked someone if they were trustworthy. They said no, so I had no choice but to fire them, which is just so insane. It's just so insane to say out loud that anyone would do that, specifically someone in government who's, of course, going to protect their job. And she just kind of moves on. Granted, she goes, what? Which is very funny. But I don't know. I feel like you need to hold on the things these people are saying a little bit more. Be like, you're saying you asked her if she was trustworthy, and she replied no. Just make him repeat it a couple times, because it's so fucking stupid. Our mental health laws should have them in sanitariums. RFK Jr. should 100% be in a sanitarium. He should be in one of those like turn of the 19th century sanitariums. Like he should be in the sanitarium from the opening cinematic from Diablo, the Diablo 2 expansion with Mephisto or whatever, with Baal, where they go into the insane asylum. He should be rolling around in like a rigged up towel on the stone floor of some 18th century sanitarium. That is where RFK Jr. belongs. And instead, he's like the highest ranking medical official in the country. American Horror Story Asylum. Yeah, he should be chilling with Lady Gaga in American Horror Stories, any of the seasons. He could be in the Kardashian season. Let's just have him do that instead of his current job. He would be running the sanitarium in record time based on current events. That's true. You know, he would be kind of fun to have play that Batman villain who runs the insane asylum. What's his name? Of course I can't remember names ever, so I can't remember this guy's name, but the Batman guy who runs insane asylums. Have RFK Jr. play him. He won't be good at reading lines. Yeah, Hugo Strange. Just a Hugo Strange RFK Jr. I see you're in here, Batman. I don't know who any of these people are. Do you know who RFK Jr. is? We were just watching him. Was he the irradiated mashed potatoes? Yes, that was him. He's got a really unique voice. He should try singing. I would also be down to see that. Yeah, I mean, he looks like a demon that we summoned to torture us. And I guess in a sense we did. I mean, could he look and sound worse? I just don't know. I don't know if a person is capable of looking and sounding worse than him. Look at this guy behind him, though. This is the face I feel like we all just have to have every time he's talking. And he knows he's in frame, and this is still the face this guy is making. Okay, well, that's going on there. Let's do one or two more and then get out of here to the music zone. To the music verse. Sheen is using AI Luigi Mangione as a t-shirt model. He does look good. You might remember Luigi Mangione from the time that he allegedly killed that guy. But now did you know he's a popular model? They don't have pictures. They only have this pictures. They only have this pictures. That's too bad. I'd love to see more pics of Luigi looking great, modeling these shirts. Strange is the original Batman villain where Batman kills the patient that Strange turned into a monster. I see. Well, I'm throwing in my fan casting. RFK Jr. is Hugo Strange. just him delivering really long monologues to Batman about how it's vaccines that turn these people insane, and the only cure is more silver. Is that true? No, don't drink silver. Okay. What else? Trump, an FBI informant. Speaker Mike Johnson says president helped target Epstein network. Oh no. Okay. House Speaker Mike Johnson ignited controversy yesterday, by claiming President Donald Trump once served as an FBI informant to help dismantle Jeffrey Epstein's trafficking network. Johnson told reporters Trump was an FBI informant in an effort to take Epstein down, and had long expressed sympathy for the the victims. Yeah, he might call them the villains. Suddenly I want to buy fast fashion from a problematic company. You nominate RFK to be monster killed in the first comic. He already kind of looks like him. Oh, he could also be the alligator guy. The Croc, Mr. Croc or whatever. He's just got to work out a little bit more. But I think he already has the skin for it. He needs to do the opposite of what he's doing now until he turns green. Because he stole one of his gills. Maybe he did. A political storm broke out on September 5th after Mike Johnson declared that the president was an FBI informant in efforts to take down Jeffrey Epstein's trafficking network. Speaking during a press conference, Johnson insisted Trump wasn't calling Epstein a hoax, but instead recognized the unspeakable evil involved, citing Trump's decision to bar him from Mar-a-Lago. I'm assuming... Okay, well, here's a clip. Here's a little clippy for us.
Not saying that what Epstein did is a hoax. It's a terrible, unspeakable evil. He believes that himself. When he first heard the rumor, he kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago. He was an FBI informant to try to take this stuff down. The president knows and has great sympathy for the women who have suffered these unspeakable harms. It's detestable to him. He and I have spoken about this as recently as 24 hours ago.
He really doesn't like it. What do you mean? He's really worried about this. Ugh. Okay. Well, I hadn't actually seen that or heard about that, but that sounds about par for the course. He feels like a 30 Rock, like, cutaway Mike Johnson. Like if you were to cut away from an incredibly generic politician just equivocating and sounding like a complete toad, you would cut to Mike Johnson. He's filling the role too perfectly. He was born in the dark. He's ready to do it. We're not supposed to believe that he didn't know for the 20 years they were hanging out doing the same things. He was informing that whole time, actually. He was gathering evidence. And that's why Epstein faced such severe consequences, because of all that informing that Trump did. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's the reason that they really brought down the hammer of justice on him when they conclusively proved that he was sexually preying on teenage girls and then let him just keep everything that he had in his position of influence and, work out of a home office basically for his jail time. And that's what we call the spy game. Exactly, Psychor. I don't know what the calculus is there for Mike Johnson. Like, if he is an FBI informant, doesn't that... I guess that then he gets to claim that all of the time he spent with Epstein is exactly what I just said, or maybe that's supposed to be the implication. That feels like the kind of thing someone as gutless as Mike Johnson wouldn't say unless he was asked to say it. So I'm assuming there must be some kind of bizarre political calculation there that helps Trump if people think of him as a informant for the FBI. To me, it just drags him back into the conversation. So, but he's never getting out of this conversation. Like maybe his hugest fans, which is a bigger portion of the country than we'd like, will just never give a shit about this. But he's irrevocably tied to this permanently because he is actually tied to it. So we'll see. I mean, again, I don't think anything conclusively incriminating is going to come out about anyone wealthy that hasn't already. Like, there's already so many conclusively incriminating things. I don't think we're going to get bigger smoking guns than the ones we already have, and those are having no effect on these people's position of prominence. So it's a story that should be in the news, but the idea of the government ever releasing any substantial information on this is just insane. And clearly, they just dropped 30,000 files that are just circling the same stuff. So who knows? There was a call for an expert, by the way. Yes, it's from Love the Hate. Munch. According to South Park, Labubus are imbued with demonic energy from an ancient Mesopotamian and or Sumerian entity. Why did you do that? So we got to ask Munch. Okay. That's a thing we can do, I guess. We can? I guess. Okay. We'll talk to him in a sec. Okay, we do have to get out of here, so let's do two more. Two more stories. YouTube star Mr. Beast reportedly wants to launch a phone company. Problem is half of his core demographic doesn't pay their own phone bills. Do we need to know any more than that? Because I'm already ready to get it. Yours core demo. I love the videos where it's like, I buried a guy in crabs, but he got to eat them all. I think you're watching Mr. Beast. It's Mr. Boost, right? No, Mr. Beast? Oh, I watch a guy named Mr. Boost. He boosts people up with his stunts. Does Mr. Beast do that too? Yeah, they're similar. He did that video, I waterboarded a man for 24 hours who was starving of thirst. Okay, Mr. Boost maybe isn't doing exactly what Mr. Beast is doing. Oh. Because I thought it was beautiful how much water he gave away to that man's throat. Okay. Maybe we just move on. World's largest sports piracy site shut down by police. The world's biggest destination for illegal streams of live sports events has been shut down, according to a leading anti-piracy group. So no more big-time sports events for you, Case. I bet that's really upsetting because of all the sports we both watch. I love sport. Let me kick up that football. I'm gonna play some tennis with your heart. Heart tennis sport. Yeah, same. Same about sports. Big fan. Trump fundraiser asked for $15 donations so he can try and get to heaven. And that's not even news. That's me letting you know. Let's help our friend get to heaven. Because no matter what you've done, you deserve the forgiveness of Jesus Christ. Amen. Uh-oh. Oh no, my face is falling apart from the side. I'm gonna go get that looked at. I gotta go, Case. I gotta check in. With what? With my face, guy. Because that's not supposed to happen. It looks like I'm melting a little bit, unfortunately. Good thing I still look okay from the front. So I'll look at you from there from now and say, have a beautiful weekend, everybody. We've got to go talk to some insane guy and sing a song, so we better move on. But it's been a pleasure. And don't forget, Jebs is Jevrything and Jev is all the news. I might record that one later. See you soon. Maybe we'll end the stream by talking to Munch, because we do need to get into this DJ C4 nonsense. So let's do that first. The song can be whatever chat wants. I think it was already requested, or did you request it? Wait. Oh no. My alerts are so confusing. There's too many of them. I've put in too many redemption things that appear. Oh, it was Live and Sleazy. You requested. Chat, if you have a different song you want, Live and Sleazy says it's up for grabs. Let's get to it, though. Let's bang another one of these. Let's bang out another banger. It's time for DJ C4. Finally back at it.
Add options now.
What's the song, y'all? I like this. This is a new way to do this. This is even a more DJ C4 way to do this. Exclamation point, oh, you can put in a song title. And then you guys get to vote. And then I guess we'll do whatever you vote as the number one song. The number one song in the country. Exclamation point. Oh. I'll set this up while we see if anything comes in for this. What do I need to pull up? Oh, yeah. Okay. Power P from Power Balls. That's pretty good. Crumb All Over Me and Never Gonna Give You Puff. That's a pretty good title. And, Don Johnson, I'll put that in for you. As it does have to be in that specific format. Okay, that's pulled up. Fantastic. Power P from Powerballs, Crumb All Over Me, Never Gonna Give You Puff, RFK Not Okay, and TBD. We'll see what it even is. Ba-ba-bow. You like a
Vote now.
Wake Me Up When September's Ends. I'm gonna guess that September ends. But September's works too. Exclamation point 1 through 5 is how you vote for any of these classic options. For the new song of the summer. Never Gonna Give You Puff, taking an early, albeit slight lead. It's a race for first right now between Crumb All Over Me and Never Gonna Give You Puff, and looks like Crumb All Over Me has taken it just barely. Crumb All Over Me. Is there a song called is there another song called something close to that? Because maybe we're finally back into the realm of originals here. This has to be an AI song, right?
I wish you knew how much I love you and how much I love your
Okay, yeah, that's an AI one. That's an AI song. In case you couldn't tell from those vocals, which I can't because they do sound better than the vocals we mix. So this is an original. We're going original today. With something kind of sensual. Crumb All Over Me. Crumb is not available, I guess we'll say. But lately he does sound a lot like Bart Simpson. So maybe we can get Bart? That'd be a huge get for us if we got Bart. Black hole sun, but won't you crumb is the lyric. That's a little more tasteful than Crumb All Over Me. Do the Bart man. Kendall's here. We're meeting at 7:30. Looking great.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
Oh, she's got to go feed a cat. You look great. That cat's gonna be so impressed.
Can't wait to pick up a cat that will actually let me pick it up.
Yeah, we can't do that here. Our cats don't let us do that. Ah. Okay.
Okay.
Well, have fun.
Have fun.
Have fun with. You're gonna pick up a cat.
Yeah.
What's more fun than that? You miss Kendall's red hair. It's still red.
Still red. It's still red.
It's just a darker red.
Give me a light. Give me a light.
Give me the light. It's light.
It's so dark in the studio.
Yeah, this studio's dark because we record stuff
it's
here.
red. I swear. It's just dark red. Okay, thanks. Bye.
No problem. Okay. Let's pull up what this ghostwriter needs real quick. Red-ish. It's just dark red, I think. Oh wait, we have to find a sexy track first. What the fuck? Okay, sorry everybody. So much setup. Of course, like any true DJ, I will be pulling a copyright-free song off of a pay-to-play copyright-free service. That's what the pros do, at least. So, you know, I'm just trying to do what they do. Let's see what we got. Let's see our options. Music. We want R&B. And we want the mood to be romantic. Yeah, and we want that popular stuff. That popular romance. Wait, it's not picking romance for me. No! Romantic, I said. What is wrong with this website? Doesn't it know that I need the romance? Christmas is another option, surprisingly. The genres for R&B. Motown, pop, soul. Okay. We want moods and we want... Oh my god, this is so sad. It won't let me do it. Okay, mood is not an option. So we just got to go through them and figure out what we want. Whoa.
Yeah, you're lying in the shadows of my...
That one's already got lyrics. That's a problem for us. Good work. Similar to Pour Some Sugar on Me. It could just be Pour Some Sugar on Me. That's true. We could do our favorite thing and just type in Pour Some Sugar on Me trap beat and see what happens. In fact, I say we do that. That's how you make real music. Okay, maybe not.
Brought to you by...
That's not an instrumental. Oh, it's got lyrics? Damn it. All these are weird. Okay, maybe not. I'm so sad. I'm amazed that this is one of the few things that hasn't had a trap beat for it. The syllables don't really match, that's true. Okay, maybe we just do this. This was on here, this was on the list for some reason. It is not Pour Some Sugar on Me, it's called Me Llama. But, you know, maybe just good enough. Maybe that is just good enough. Alright, let's download this. Just do some karaoke? That would be faster. Pour some karaoke on me. What's that? Kendall's not leaving. Oh. Oh, you can't make it, it's too far. I'm so sorry. When do we need to leave? To make it to this other thing. Okay.
And that's why I won't make it. 6:45. Less than an hour. And it takes me that exact amount of time to go feed this cat.
I see.
To get
Well, cats can survive for a long time. It'll only be a little bit mad.
I don't want to play a dwarf.
You don't want to play a
I
dwarf?
want to be the complete opposite of myself.
Oh. You're not dwarf-like. You don't have enough hair.
Oh.
Yeah. You're too smooth.
Oh, thank you.
If anything, I look more dwarf-like. I'm hairy. Just scaled up a little bit. I would play dwarf in D&D.
Yeah, you played a bugman.
I definitely did play a bugman. Okay. Want to help me write this song? It's called Crumb. It's called Crumb All Over Me.
About that?
No. No, they were a different crew. They were a different troublesome crew. Okay. Well, we got this track. Let's send it to our ghostwriter, who I think I might have a ghost girlfriend, actually. So we'll see how they're doing. Ghostwriter, what's up?
Hey, let me turn this up.
Yeah, I got a ghost girlfriend. You want to say hi? Yeah, we still got that. We got ghost relationships. Surprised? Lily Von Torch says they're currently playing a dwarf grandpa wizard, but for a side character, I played a dwarf fighter alcoholic criminal chick that got cursed to not be able to communicate so she could cheat a magic tomb lock thingy, so I just did dumb mime hand signs and killed things until we fixed it. It's beautiful.
That's pretty good.
That's beautiful. Oh, you still gotta stretch as a ghost. You gotta stretch it out. Get that ectoplasm stretched out. All right, we're writing Crumb All Over Me. Crumb All Over Me. The hottest new track. It could be about Crumb, or it could be about messy eaters. I'm kind of open to either. Maybe we make it about messy eaters, because we got songs about Crumb already, you know. We've already got those hot Crumb tracks. Maybe it's time for a different type of Crumb track. What the frick? Ow? Are you okay? My ghost girlfriend's in pain. She also used a magic carpet to do a backside board slide down a dragon's wing mid-air. Damn.
Pretty sick.
That's pretty good. Okay, the lyrics are ready to be written. Not done. Feed me like a manatee. We gotta take care of the chorus first. Would the chorus just be Crumb All Over Me? Crumb All Over Me. But we gotta set it up, right? Like, no napkins. No napkins? Something, crumb all over me.
How you wipe napkins on your pants, something like that.
Ooh, no napkins? Don't wash those hands. What do they use? Isn't there a thing that they use in restaurants to scrape crumbs?
Yeah, but I don't know what it's called.
Is it just called a crumb?
Crumb scraper.
Is it just a crumb scraper? Does it have a fun name?
A crumb scraper.
Crumb scraper. Professional crumb.
Sweeper. Crumb sweeper.
Crumb sweeper. Damn. It's called a crummer. It's a crummer? Okay. Beautiful. Crumb all over me. Crumb all over me. Something like that. It'll probably work. Okay, we just need to rhyme about messy eaters. Any words that have to do with making a mess while eating is all we need. A crummer? That is one. A crumber. Let's see. Fork, salad, crouton. I don't know. How do you spell crouton?
It looks wrong, but it might be right, I guess.
Seems like it. Slurp. Spill. Bib. Ooh, bib. Oh, I am spelling it wrong. You're totally right. I spelled it like crutton. Gotta scrap all that crumb up when you finish. Scrape up the crumb when you finish? That might have to be part of the chorus. Moist towelette, that's another good one. This is the secret to music, is just write a bunch of words and then force them into sentences. Moist towelette.
Moist towelette.
Mouth launcher, I like that. Broom, sure.
Is this how you guys make songs?
This is how I make songs. I'm a ghostwriter. I know what's up. Delicious. Nutritious. Low nutrition. Because it's crumbs. A bucket and a mop. Yeah, you're right. Lip smack. Dusty. That's probably enough.
This is the process.
This is what chat's here to help us write this song. Juicy mouth noises. Or how about dry mouth noises? Because it's crumbs. We think it's good that it's crummy. It's kind of the idea of this song. We want to get crumb all over. Crumb all over me. It's the request.
Yeah. I personally like the no white shirts in my closet.
Oh, was that on there? No white shirts in my closet. Sorry, sometimes I miss them like a fool. Bum. Toast. I'm gonna put, I gotta use the word dry a lot. Dry toast. No butter toast. Unbuttered? A cookie, yeah. Store-bought cookie. That's another crummy thing. What else sucks because of all the crumbs it produces? Like a dry thing you bite into and you're like, oh. A baguette?
I mean,
Crackers,
it's
yes.
There's like the whole idea of like Cheeto dust.
Cheeto dust. English muffins, yes, that's very true. Nature. Wafers, crumpets. Okay. There's so many words now.
Nature Valley bars. I get you. I get you, Sidecar. Those suck.
Okay, let's get going. Throw away that moist towelette. Why can't I spell towelette anymore? Baby, it's on.
Baby, it's on.
Baby, it's on. Order an extra large salad. Hold the lettuce. All crouton. We don't need no napkins. With the bib and the fill. We mean landfill. I don't know if that reads, but it doesn't matter. It's a song. Wait, where was I going with this? Oh, spill. We don't need no napkins. Put the bib in the fill. Get that lap wide open. Because I'm ready to spill.
Oh, you can make a whole new, you can coin a whole new phrase where like crumbs are like rumors or gossip.
Oh, crumbs are like rumors and gossip. Little crumb of information.
Ready to spill.
A crumb of information. That kind of works. That might be enough to get us to the chorus. Here, I'll let you hear the track we're working with. Because this is supposed to be sexy.
Oh, okay. A sexy rap?
Kind of a sexy rap, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Sexy. What does sexy rap even sound like? I don't know.
Right.
Throw away that moist towelette, baby, it's on. Order an extra large salad, hold the lettuce off crouton. We don't need no napkins, put that bib right in the fill. Get that lap wide open, cause baby, I'm ready to spill. Ooh.
I lost the sex.
Kendall says she lost the sexiness. What keeps it sexy?
Your voice?
Does it gotta be more whispery?
Yeah.
Like a whisper rap.
Yeah, but like, I'm whispering in your ear.
Like you're whispering in my ear.
Right.
Throw away that moist towelette, baby, it's on. Order an extra large salad, hold the lettuce all crouton. We don't need no napkins, put that bib right in the fill. Get that lap wide open, because I'm ready to spill. Ooh! Crumb all over me, girl. Crumb all over me, girl. Gonna need you to crumb all over me, girl. Scrape that crumb up when you finish into my ass.
What the fuck?
We didn't write that part. Yeah, you gotta vibe it up. I guess you wouldn't scrape a crumb into an ass. Doesn't really make much sense. Okay, so that's enough to get us into the chorus. So we have these.
You guys do this every Friday?
We gotta simplify some of these. They're a little too long. Yeah, I do. I make them do this every Friday. I do make them do this every Friday now. I'm a ghost. I make humans do spooky stuff. Yeah, when I'm on Fridays. Okay, so we kind of need 4 lines to get us into the chorus. So we just need that 2 more times. We use crouton. We didn't use slurp. We use spill. We use bib. Crummer. Okay, we haven't used that. We use salad. Fork, slurp, moist towelette, mouth launcher. Damn, there's some crazy ones in here. English muffins, okay. We need to sample Kendall's macaroni ASMR for a track. Oh, we could get that under this for sure if she's willing.
Crummy, though.
True. Okay. Let's keep it going. Crunch up this cracker.
Breadcrumb macaroni.
I'm about ready to bust. Gonna heart waver like a wafer, blowing out Dorito dust. Okay. And what am I thinking of? Chicken pot pie. Flaky ass fork, splitting up something pie. What's the word I'm thinking of? Oh, I'm thinking of flaky pie.
Do you know what you should sample if you're gonna sample anything?
What's that?
That one commercial where there's 2 old people can't say the line.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What? They say they have to say like this perfectly flaky crust.
Oh,
something.
flaky crust?
You know what I'm talking about? That commercial? 2 old people?
Yes, I think I do know it. Wait, what was I trying to rhyme pie with? Oh. Flaky pie. I was trying to get to stuffin' so that I could rhyme with English muffin. I guess flaky pie stuffin'. We're thinking of the crust. Flaky crust with the stuffin'. Fork splitting up flaky crust with all the stuffin'. Whatever, it doesn't like stuffin'. Chicken pot pie with no gravy. There you go. That is absolutely. The ghost was remembering the delicious food of their life that they can never have again. Yeah, this song is kind of brutal for me because I'm a specter who can no longer consume mortal food. But that's the level of talent you're dealing with your average ghostwriter, is we're willing to go there anyway. Kettle says to let her know when it's done. And that's a good call on her part. Okay, something English muffin. You're a nasty little crumpet. Plate messy like an English muffin. You're my nasty crumpet, plate messy little English muffin. All right. Crumpets, muffins, Cheeto dust, crackers, all of it's dead. Store-bought cookie. Unbuttered toast. If it gets flaky, you're getting too comfortable. Maybe. Eat you like a Pop-Tart. Oh, yeah. Oh, Pop-Tart. Damn. Yeah. No white shirts in my closet. That's got, I'm saving that for the bridge. We're using that hotline, the bridge. Oh, we already wrote another one. Okay. So we're already good. I'm writing this even faster than I realized. Verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. Okay, so all we need is the bridge. We got to make sure we use our hottest words that we haven't used yet for the bridge. No white shirts in my closet. Dry mouth noises. Dusty we've kind of already used. Lip smack we haven't used. Okay. Lip snack. That's kind of fun to say. Lip smack. Just a little lip snack. Low nutrition. That's kind of good. The rest of these will maybe we'll need them. Oh, and this is the Jevry thing. Bridge. If we get Jevry thing in here for the bridge. Ruin that table like I'm on a mission. Fill you up with my low nutrition. Dry mouth noises that I can't take back. Unbutter that toast till your lips go smack. Doesn't really make sense, but again, doesn't matter. Store-bought cookie. You know you still want it. I'm gonna leave a couple stains, baby. No white shirts in my closet. Stains, baby. All right, that's the bridge. And we wrote a song. I didn't use Pop-Tart. That's so sad. Yeah. That's how you write a song. Okay. Chorus. We also have to say chorus a few times. And I think we use napkins elsewhere, so don't wash those hands. Just crumb all over me. Crumb all over me. Crumb all over me. Scrape up that crumb when you finish. We'll see if we even need that. Well, to go with this is the chorus, but the chorus might change depending on... Chorus. Okay, bridge, chorus. This is the title. Boop, verse. Ah, this is not clear enough. I guess we gotta underline these two. Chorus. Verse. Chorus. Bridge. Chorus. Yeah, he did. Blarney established a beautiful tradition of yelling chorus. Okay, crumb all over me. Verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. Good enough. Now, who do we have sing this? I'm open to suggestions because I don't really know. Crumb would make the most sense, but he's a. I haven't even seen him around, and I'm a ghost. So who knows what he's up to? Munch Crumb hasn't been paid out yet. Marfus Darfus? Oh, we get Marfus Darfus. We get the classics going. Marfus Darfus. Where's Marfus? Damn it, I need Marfus Darfus. I gotta find him real quick. He can be a hard man to get a hold of. The Marfus Darfus. Two guys with such similar energy. If we get a... There he is. There's Marfus. He is a model and not a singer, but we got him anyway, which is huge. It's a huge get for us. And you know, we have this written. I guess let's do a quick pass to make sure we don't have to. Well, you know what? Marfus can adjust the lyrics on the fly. We believe in Marfus that hard. So let's send it back to DJ C4 so we can guide Marfus into the promised land. I guess that's what I do here. I guide him to the promised land. You thought he was lost? Nah, he's right here. Yeah, that's true. I'm pretty much right here. Pretty much. I am mostly a model, but if I have to sing, I'm down. I hope you're cool with a really beautiful falsetto. Young girl, you ready for this? Your voice is pretty swirly like our ghost. Oh, should I turn that off? I can turn that off if you'd like. Let's sing a song about tomorrow. Oh. This is more of R&B rap, Darfus. I can do that too. I don't really do sex. Is that a problem? It's not my thing. Oh, like you don't... I don't have much... I just don't... It's not for me. I'm sort of a not sex guy. Just is there anything you feel really emotionally about? Blankets? You really like blankets? I love a good blanket. I really like a good blanket. Yeah, just imagine like a blanket, the way that makes you feel, and sing, or kind of rap sing about that. I can do that. Soft blanket. Ooh. Okay. I get it. I get singing. Notorious blanket boy, absolutely. Weighted or regular? That's a great question. Gotta get some weight in there. Like, please. I don't want it to be a light blanket that's gonna blow away with a strong fan. Because I also like a really loud fan while I sleep. Get 2 industrial ones on either side of my bed. So I feel like I'm at one of those skydiving places, but it fell on its side. Right. It's gotta be a really good and heavy blanket. Well, Darfus, thanks for doing this, man. Just, you're gonna have to suss it out a little bit. If you lose your way, maybe we'll have time to do it again. But let's give this a shot, okay? You know, we think you're gonna nail this, so don't even stress. Wow, that really means a lot that you have so much confidence in me. Okay, check. Is this recording? We're in this. We're ready to crumb, yeah. You know we're ready to crumb, yeah. I never eat too carefully because I'm always ready to crumb, yeah. Throw away that moist towelette. Baby, it's on. Extra large salads, hold the lettuce. And I'm talking all crouton. Oh, we don't need no napkin. Darfus, can you hold for just a second? I think we want you to go a little faster. I think we're gonna want you to go a little faster. You're leaving a lot of space, so we want this a little more rapid fire. You think you can do that? That's a great first run, though. I get it. I understand. It's just a note. You're not doing anything wrong. I'm really sorry for letting everyone down. Stupid Darfus. I'm such a dummy. Always blowing it. No, Darfus, it's fine. Blankets. Blankets, blankets, blankets. Yeah, you're all good. Just give this a shot, okay? We'll take it one more time. Got all the space for Jesus between you and the blanket? That is what I was doing. I was imagining a big blanket with lots of voluminous space. Well, either way, it's okay. Just really blanket it up. Think about how warm a blanket is. Oh, yeah. Okay. Send it. Ship it. Whoa. Yeah. So comfortable. I'm so comfortable eating in front of you. Never felt this way. Ready to eat however I want. Throw away that mozzarella, baby, it's on. Extra large salad, hold the lettuce, all crouton. We don't need no napkins, put that bib in the fill. Get that lap wide open because I'm ready to spill. Don't wash those hands, just crumb all over me, girl. Don't wash those hands and just crumb all over me, girl. Let it fall down on me, crumb all over me, girl. Scrape up that crumb when you're finished, not before. Crunch up this cracker because I'm all ready to bust. Hard waver like a waver, blowing out Dorito dust. Fork splitting up that flaky crust. Wheel all the stuff and you're that nasty crumpet plate, a little English muffin. Don't wash those hands, just crumb all over me, girl. Don't wash those hands, just crumb all over me, girl. Crumb, crumb, crumb all over me, girl. Scrape that crumb up when you're finished, and not before. Is this the bridge? Do I do the bridge? No, don't worry. We'll get somebody else to do the bridge. And also, I don't know if this is where the bridge goes, but we'll get someone to do a bridge somewhere. So don't even stress. Just come all over me, girl. Don't wash those hands, just come all over me, girl. Make a messy, let it fall all over me, girl. Crumb all over me and scrape those crumb ups when you're finished, not before. Ruin that table like, nope, that's not me. That's not me. Yeah, you know, as long as one of those choruses works, we're good. So I think you're done. I think you're done, Marfus. And we could just repeat one chorus again and again, you know? That's how choruses work. Do I need to do harmonies? No, we don't know how to do those. That technology doesn't exist yet. Yeah, the technology for harmonies hasn't been invented yet. So there's just no way that we could do it. You feel like Pepito could fuck up a song about crumbs? Oh, he could. He should have done it. Yeah, but someone else said Darfus Marfus. And Pepito doesn't know what sex is. Well, I kind of don't either. But you understand blankets. Big time. I guess we could get Pepito to do the bridge, but the bridge is the dirtiest part. Do we have any foodies? Oh, Jeb. Jeb does technically have a kitchen. I guess we get Jeb to do the bridge. That feels gross. It feels wrong. And also, I don't even really feel like this is Jeb. Let me put on my glasses though so I can let me put on my glasses so I can look up his number really quick and get him in the studio. Oh, he's already here actually. I guess he heard his name. Lube Chef, that's true, there's Lube Chef. But he's too big to get. Imposter Jeb. Imposter. Hey, we all have imposter syndrome until we make it, you know. That's what I think. That's what I believe. Jeb, I appreciate you being here, man. Yeah, very down. Me the real Jeb. But to prove it with this hot bridge I'm about to drop. Haters. Okay, he's bringing some aggressive energy today. I like that. I like that for us. Okay. Let's see if any of this sounds like a bridge. This kind of sounds like the bridge to me. Like this right here. Like we might have to extend it though. Because with the bridge we wrote's kind of long. But I think this would be the bridge if there is one. Is this the bridge? Yeah, maybe this is the bridge. Or does that repeat? This song's kind of weird. This track. Yeah, that repeats twice. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna, you might run out of room here in this bridge, but we're gonna use this as the bridge, so just deal with that, Jeb. I can deal with it. I've practiced rapping the other day on stream. How was my head weirder? And yes, it could be weirder because I had to have a reconstructive surgery. Lady All the Tricks, thank you so much. After I rocketed honestly faster than I knew a human could fall, 50 foot down, into the just brutal and unforgiving base of a stone well with no water in it. Nothing to cushion the fall. My face absorbing 100% of the impact. Okay, I'm ready to do this. I don't even care. I don't even care what the haters say. It's not about you. It's about crumbs today. And honestly, I think one of the most disregarded aspects of a meal are the delicious crumbs that you can finger up and scrape into your mouth. And don't tell me you haven't done it. When you have a really delicious flaky bread, you've never scraped some crumbs into your mouth? Never sunk down to the level of the table and shoveled crumbs into your mouth? The lyrics are in front of you, so you don't even, if you're getting into the zone, that's fine, but I think we should probably get into it because our time is limited, you know, studio time's expensive. So, right. Okay, it's taxi time. Ready to get horny on this track about food, which I like. Fill up your mouth. Oh shoot, I already messed up. I messed up. Can we go back? Oh wait, we're over. I'm being told we're not even at the bridge yet. Okay, I'll wait for the bridge. Okay, here we go. Crumbs. Oh yeah. Rowing that table like your boy is on a mission. I'ma fill you up with every ounce of my extra low nutrition. Dry mouth noises that I cannot take back. Unbutter that toast till your lips go smack. Store-bought cookie, you know that I still want it. I'ma leave a couple stains, baby. Cause there's no white shirts in my closet. There's no white shirts in my closet. I kind of ran out of space. That's fine. We're good. You took a big pause there, but I can work with that. You took a big pause. And you said a lot of stuff before the actual bridge, so. Oh, you could have made dry mouth noises. But you made, honestly, your mouth seems kind of wet. Well, I lubed up my mouth for this. That's actually a pro move. Respect. You gotta lube up your mouth for singing. That's just a normal thing to do. I mean, I'll make some dry mouth noises for you. Do you want me to record some dry mouth noises just to help? Will that help? No. Oh. Yeah, you know, I ate some extra wet food that I applied a little jelly to. Jelly. Singing jelly. You know, like a sloppy Joe, but with some jelly applied. Edible jelly? Singing jelly. Okay, well, look, I'm going to mix this. I have to leave in 10 minutes, so we'll mix this over the course of the week, and, you know, we'll make sure that we have this track ready next Friday for the pre-show where we debut all of these important songs. I gotta wait a whole week to hear this? Yeah, sorry, but it'll be available then. And then maybe this week at some point I'll remember to upload all of these to a SoundCloud. But, you know, we've got a really underground release marketing strategy here where we just don't release the songs. It's sort of next level, actually. Nobody else is. Everybody's releasing their music. What if we just never release the music? And then everybody wants it even more. Wow. The music industry is so interesting. This is stuff that I don't even think about. Most people don't, but that's what I'm here for. Okay. Well, thanks for hanging, guys. We're going to send it back down to the studio where apparently Munch is just sitting there looking angry. Until we see you next time, I'm, of course, DJ C4, and the music never dies. It also might never live, though. And you just have to pick which state of existence it's in at any time. See you soon. Stop this. Stop this music. Does this music even stop? There we go. Jeez. Calling me up here, making me change my coat. Not showing up to this part of the studio wearing my expensive Italian-made, custom-crafted red floral coat. I said, Case, give me your shitty blue coat if I gotta sit in this stupid studio. This lesser studio to my studio. How do you people even do this? How do you hang out in this place? So blue. What am I doing? Why have I been summoned to this particular... According to South Park, Labubus are imbued with demonic energy from an ancient Mesopotamian and or Sumerian entity. Why did I do that? Look, the trinkets of man have long been cursed in ways that they don't understand. The whole essence of magic is the things that humans decide to apply value to in some sort of gross, cosmic, shared consciousness, a transmutive property. Objects can, in fact, gain a will of their own. And the more people that value an object, the more likely it is to become possessed with the unholy desires of the great human project, which unfortunately actually doesn't bend towards justice, it bends towards misery, and just more complicated forms of it. So the Boo-Boos are, of course, an unholy entity that has likely sort of been transcribed with the spirit of other ancient entities, which also represented human avarice and the misplacement of value. So while I cannot take personal credit for creating this particular cursed object, I would say it is in a long line of cursed objects, and I have been involved in many of them. For instance, the Furby, that was me, but that was a couple years ago. On Thursday, I'll get mine. I'll get this fucking loser out of hell for all of you, because you won't shut the fuck up about it. Jeez. Doing everyone a favor, they're giving me nothing but guff for it. Fucking, I change my name to MacGuffin because I am the subject. I am the random plot device that saves all your problems. Jeez.
You're stressing out, man.
Pepito, what is with the credits and their inconsistency?
I don't know. I don't know. Anything. But you do seem like a stressy guy. You seem like you're like...
I'm not like that. I'm not.
You're like a little Pac-Man. But the thing that you eat is your own pain. You're just caught in a maze eating nothing. You're just eating yourself. Pac-Man mine is the game. Just a flapping mouth in an infinite void.
No.
That's how you seem to me. But I like to eat stuff, personally. I mostly eat things. I'd eat you, yeah. I would eat... do you want me to eat you much? Would that relieve you of whatever seems to be ailing you? Because it seems like there's just an endless supply of nothingness that's filling you up.
You're just bad. Can you, I don't talk to... This is the reason I don't talk to animals. You know? Mr. Ed the dog over here.
Wow, what? That's your insult?
You're like Mr. Ed but a dog.
Is that meant to be an insult?
Yes. I answered your question, okay? I'm going to be back on 9/11, 2 p.m. Okay? To help everyone. All these people casting aspersions on me, trying to make an enemy out of a molehill. Well, I'm the king of the moles, and I will burrow infinitely deeply all the way to hell to save a man that I despise and wish was dead, and is. So, talk about chasing nothingness, baby. I'm literally doing something that I wish was nothing. So what about that?
I don't really track. It feels like you're free associating nonsense.
This dog is inappropriate. You're being inappropriate, okay? Someone should have treated you more like a dog at some point, because you don't get what being a dog is. You're supposed to, like, ask for food.
Oh, I do. Do you have food? I'm not judging you. I don't really care. If you have food, then I take all of it back. But I don't even know what I'm taking back.
All right, look, that's probably all the time we have. And I'm not going to do the work of rating. That's not my job. It's not even my job to come up here for all these, to answer questions about ancient dolls and the curses that they've sent through the line of human history, resulting in the Lububu. But yeah, obviously that happened. And obviously I'm done. So, Pepito, can you find somebody to raid?
I don't do requests.
I don't do requests.
Well, I do requests, technically. I just don't want to. I want to eat stuff. Can I still do that?
I will give you a bunch of pies after this.
What? Wow!
That's right. I'm a man of wealth and means. And I have a van full of pies for reasons.
Whoa. I'm not gonna kick a gift horse in the horse bump parts. I'll eat all of the pie cake things in a van.
Yeah.
Okay, who's on? Play me victory music. Yay! Your daily prayer is sometimes you see a guy, get your hand out here. Sometimes you see a guy and you don't know what's his deal. He's got big dumb gray hair and you're like, who's this guy? And he's blabbing. And then you just say stuff at him and he gives you pies. And then the power of that, all is possible. Amen. That's your prayer.
That's kind of beautiful. Thank you.
I try to. I'm the Pope of the stream. I take it seriously. Okay, let's raid Static Slater. It's Friday. They're doing a game or something. And we gotta go. Everybody's gotta go eat pies out of a van, or whatever Case is doing. Because that's what freedom is, and freedom is for the weekend, which it now is. Say hello to Static Slayer, who's playing Hollow Knight Silk Song, which is the game that everybody should play. Because it's probably very good. Thanks for hanging out all week. We'll be back next week with 3 to 4 streams. Definitely on Thursday. Get your hand out of here. We'll be back on Monday with more of this stuff that happens here. Wow!
Man, I gotta go too. I got important stuff to do.
Then you should probably... No one said you had to stay.
I'll just letting you know I have important stuff to do too.
That's okay. That's weird. Nobody asked. Bye, everybody. We'll see you all soon. Have a great weekend. Give dogs more food. That's the main point of all of this. Yes! Yes, it's good. Okay, I'm clicking the raid button. Bye-bye. Yeah. Where are those fucking pies at, man?
They are in a van outside. I mean, they're weird. They're old.
Don't care.
They were given to me to pay off a debt, and I'm not happy about it.
Don't need the details.
I can't vouch for them.
Don't need you to.
Okay. You can have them all.
I will.